Hello, hello. Welcome to LFM TV. Another episode of Learning and Loving with you. Okay, welcome. We had a little technical difficulties on my end. I am adding Katrin. Kat, I always say Kat, but Kat Olson is here with us. Hi, Kat.
Hi.
Yay, we made it. I wasn't able to share some files and screens, so hopefully we'll get through this as smoothly as we can. If not, we still have enough information and videos to be able to show.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Yeah, this is so cool. And welcome. This is my first first official time actually talking to you in person like this.
Yeah, I love your stuff.
Thank you. All of my stuff, all the
protesting video. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
good. I'm getting better at them. And I think I had to like go through stuff, like go through the beginnings of protesting to like figure out like how I wanted to do it and like what I felt and things like that. So it's been a definitely a learning experience. And then it's been interesting, obviously, also to see people that I've known that I'm like, oh my God, it does a whole different fucking thing for me. It's like, whoa, like, how do I feel about it? And then the biggest thing I've like found myself doing is feeling bad for them later when I'm like home or, I'm going like, God, I feel bad that Sarah Gualteri, like I had just seen her. I feel bad that she feels like, I don't know, like wrong or weak or something in her heart. Something's telling her that something's not right. And I feel bad that she feels bad. I don't know how to explain that. Like,
yeah. I saw a few people that I knew. I was in LA a few months ago, for just a couple days, and I saw a few people that I knew.
like in
Mostly,
person, just going by.
yeah. Well, we stopped at several places. So we went to one of the birthing buildings, and the birthing where I used to live, basically.
And that was the AB, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so just so people know, Kat and I are have gotten into Scientology completely different lives. Like, so there's no way that I could be like, oh, Kat, remember we did this thing. So there is none of that. And I even for my people that my chat and my followers, I would love them to know who you are. If you would quickly, she just said birthing, so it made me think like, oh my God, we both were in the Sea Org. We have one thing in common is that we were both obviously in the Sea Org. Were you born and raised in
No,
Scientology? Okay,
no,
so I want to.
yeah, I got into Scientology when I was about 16. I was in Oregon, living in Oregon, and my sister was going to college in Portland, and she walked into the organization up there, did a personality test, all that hoo-ha. And she was like, "Oh, this is really cool." And then she gave Dianetics to my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh, this is really cool." So then we moved from where we were. We moved up to Portland. We joined staff, and then I joined the Sea Org about a year after that. So in 1994, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, I was signed up for the Sea Org while I was Portland staff.
Okay.
So then, and that was in 1994. So then I went to LA for the next 25 years of my life.
Oh my goodness.
I
I just
can't.
can't. I'm just.
You know what's funny? Actually, I thought I hated LA. I'm like, I hate LA. I never want to go back. And then I was there a few months ago, and I'm like, LA is really nice.
Yeah, when you see there's a
Like really pretty places, and it's very different when you're restrained and restricted to like a few square miles, and you're not allowed to go anywhere. Then like, oh, let's go up to the observatory at 11 o'clock at night. Oh, let's go out to an Indian restaurant. There's so many good food places. You know what I mean? It's like
one thing I love about LA that I'm like, and I love food. So it's that I can get any kind of food, any type of food, any kind of food I want. I can get it in LA.
yeah, it's fun.
Not a lot of people in the United States can say that from where they are. And I can absolutely get that here in LA, and it will be awesome. It'll be really good too. Like it'll be the best of wherever. Yeah. So I love the food. There's things in LA that are also just really amazing. There's pockets of LA, and I love the weather. You know, obviously it's hot and things like this, but like there's so much coldness and everything and everywhere in every other state that it just like I don't know if I'm just used to like, oh good, I know what the weather's gonna be and things like this. There's just so much joy that I thought LA I had that feeling too at one point where I felt LA was so dirty and dark and corrupt and manipulative and just like just LA. I don't know how to explain it. And then as I started obviously dealing with my own life and learning things, I would go back to situations and scenarios or old bars or restaurants, and I would have a different feel about them. And I'd be like, oh, well, this place was always really cool.
Yeah.
So there's definitely those pockets of LA I love.
Yeah, there's some really nice places, and it was funny because we flew into the Burbank airport, and the weirdest thing, I was like, "I don't remember these mountains. I don't remember these mountains being here." I kept looking at the really at the 'cause they're really close to, like, some tall mountains, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"I don't remember these mountains. I was in LA for 25 years. I swear I went to Burbank before," and I'm like, "I do not remember those mountains."
Yeah.
So it's like
It's
it just
wild that
shows you
you're
how much your space is, like,
yeah.
constricted and you're just and controlled and restrained, you know? It's like
Even the joys of thinking about stuff openly, what like just anything.
yeah.
You're in the Sea Org, there's no time, and I really mean this. There is no
That's
time to
right.
just, like,
Yeah.
space cadet and, like, dream and look above. Like, if you're going to get time off, you have that day, like, already planned. You know what you're doing. You know what, like, "Okay, I only have $7 for this," and that, like, everything's so planned out that your scope isn't even allowing yourself to
Yeah.
grow or think or see bigger
Exactly.
beyond
Exactly.
what we're controlled under. So that's just so crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
so let keep
So
telling your story.
okay, okay,
Everybody's
so yeah, so I was so yeah, so I joined this year in 1994.
in '94, you were in Portland on
I was in
staff, and you
Portland on
already knew.
staff. Yeah, I was in Portland on staff from 1992 to 1994. And then I went to LA and I went straight to the Hollywood Guarantee building. I never worked anywhere else but in that building. Actually, I worked in PAC for a year because I was on a project. So I know some PAC people, Big Blue, whatever. I'm still not used to calling it Big Blue. Like nobody in the Sea
Yeah.
Org says Big Blue. They say
Yeah.
PAC, which is Pacific Area Command. It's like
Mhm.
whatever
Yeah.
because we're all in the Navy. And
This the fake Navy, space Navy. Yeah.
yeah. So I
And
worked
did
there.
sorry, I have a quick question
Oh,
about
what's
when
next?
you what made you go from, Portland to LA? Was it specifically that you were joining the Sea Org in
Yes.
LA? Okay.
Yes, I was
And who
recruited
did, like,
for this year.
who ordered like, yeah, who recruited you or ordered
Basically a project came to Portland to do recruitment, for the org and also for, the Sea Org, like, to sign up people for the Sea Org. They specifically came for that.
okay.
So and I was like, "Wow, cool, Sea Org." Like, I always thought Sea Org members were, like, so cool and everything. Yeah, they're, like, in these uniforms, and they do all this cool stuff, and whoops. I just thought it was awesome, and I'm like, "Yeah, oh, this is so neat." So
And LA seemed like the official Sea Org, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I
that's
mean,
how I felt.
that's where, like, middle management is not in management, but middle management is and whatever. There's, like, a lot of Scientology in LA, unfortunately.
And
Um,
you say Hubbard I always thought it was Hubbard Guidance Building or, like, the
no,
Hubbard Guidance
It's
Center.
Hollywood Guarantee Building. That's, like, the official name of the building. Like,
Uh-huh.
that's what it's known as. It's like uh, it's a historical building.
Yeah.
So, it's been known as the Hollywood Guarantee Building. I think it used to be a bank building at one point years
Yeah,
ago.
looks like an old bank,
Yeah.
and same with in Clearwater, the Clearwater building, the
Yeah.
CB used to be a bank, and it just they look so familiar. I'm like, it's probably because they were both banks."
Yeah,
And
so while you're in the Sea Org, you say, "I'm going to the HGB, to the Hollywood Guarantee Building." But within that building, there's different organizations. There's Office of Special Affairs, OSA International. There's Scientology Missions International. There's the
my
WISE, World Institutes of Scientology Enterprises International. There's like the management, which is called Flag Bureau. It's just a whatever.
yeah,
It's just the name of the management org.
but they're all
And
considered like, int. international. They're all considered executives
Yeah.
above all organizations across the world.
Yeah. Basically, since Miscavige got rid of everyone at it management, all the management of Scientology is done from that building, micromanaged by Miscavige and his RTC staff and stuff. And that's
And that's
basically
so
that's what they
interesting,
do.
like, I know I keep bringing I'm going back to Sarah Gualteri here because she's just in my mind. Um, uh,
That's funny because I know the name Pat Gualteri. I don't know
Pat
Sarah. Yeah.
Gualteri was
Yeah.
married to Pat, and Pat is Gayla Gualteri's dad, and I knew Pat when I was at the ranch with Gayla Gualteri. She was one
Yeah.
of my best friends in the cadet org, and then when we got shipped off to Clearwater, Gayla Gualteri was in the group that was part of the group that of the 8 people that I was shipped off in, and
Right.
me and her have always been so close. Always, even in the cadet org at the ranch, me and her would play pool, tag in the pool, or like we would be hanging out. And so my mom and Sarah would be working at Gold Base in the same offices and stuff. And so they
Oh,
knew each
wow.
other very well. They would give each other gifts and things like this. So
Yeah.
I was very much bringing up Sarah. I was like, I I knew it was. I mean, I don't know if you saw the stream, but I like jumped out and I was like, "Is that Sarah Gualteri?" And then I was like, "Oh." And the presence of her, she just is so sweet and nice that I'm
Yeah.
like I was like, "I have to approach this differently." Like, so this was a different thing, but I was shocked to see Barbara Tompkins, Foster Tompkins, Sarah Gualteri, knowing, like, why is my mom I mean, my mom has got to be one of the very few people that are still at Gold Base, and why is she stuck up there? Like,
Yeah.
why isn't she coming down to, let's say, the Scientology Media Center or something? Are they
Well, yeah, I don't
trying to keep
they
her
didn't
hold of
take
Gold
I
Base?
can talk a little bit about that, either now or later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go,
Um,
go, yeah. We'll just go.
so there's a few they took a few people from Golden Era Productions and put them at Scientology Media Productions. But they stripped down Miscavige stripped down the in base so much in like the last 10-15 years. Like there's no like for any Scientologists watching who a lot well a lot already know this, but for any Scientologists watching, there's no executive strata, there's no watchdog committee, and these are all just names of organizations within the organization that had like specific things they were supposed to do and whatever. It was part of the management structure of Scientology.
Yeah.
There
And
is
I've talked
still
about it a lot too.
yeah
WDC, CMON, things like
yeah
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no CMON. There's Golden Era Productions and there's RTC and
At
there's
Gold Base.
yeah, and there's
That's what I was thinking. It
probably
felt like it was more
yeah,
like, yeah, I'm sure some of Claire Headley's people, like, she'll know that there's still some RTC representatives at Gold
yeah.
Base hanging out and probably kicking off their shoes in David and Hubbard's bed or something. I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying there's, like, nobody from what I know, there's barely as
There's
many,
barely anybody up there. There's a
and
very
it's
few people in RTC. There's a few people in an organization called R Comps. It's L. Ron Hubbard compilations. It's where they do like all the stuff on the books, like when they did um Golden Age of Knowledge and that kind of thing. They did it. Some of those staff were involved in that. But then there's actually a new compilations organization, which is in the old bridge warehouse, which I found, by the way, on Google
in the
Earth.
old wait, where's the old bridge
So
warehouse? In
so the old
Compton?
bridge warehouse was in Commerce.
Oh, Commerce.
It
Okay,
was
so
on Bangladesh Boulevard. In fact,
yes, yes. Yeah, let's pull
I
this
can
up. Let's
pull this
show
up.
everybody. I think this is where I did the arbitration with Valerie. I think this is where
Oh,
they're
no, you didn't do it there. You did I'll show you where you did it. You did it
okay.
at the Scientology Media it's not that's
That's right. That's right. I was like, there's
Scientology
some media
Dissemination and Distribution Centers. Yeah.
center. There you go. Yes.
There's 3 big warehouses out
I would
there.
like people to show and see because
Yeah.
I believe that they pretend that this distribution center is kind of their headquarters,
Yeah, I can
or
see
at
that
least the
because they have
PR bullshit
yeah,
headquarters.
because they have, like, all the confer they have, like, their conference room, and they have, like, all this stuff set up there that isn't in
Yeah,
any
and
other
it's almost meant for like legal and management kind of shit.
yeah, exactly. Let me, actually, okay, first let's show because we keep jumping around here, but first let's show the wait, maybe we should go back. Do you want me to finish my Scientology time? I'll make it really fast.
Yeah, you can finish your Scientology time and then pull up the
Yeah, and then we can show the different places. Okay, so like I said, I joined when I was 16. I went straight to the Hollywood Guarantee Building, which is the building at 6331 Hollywood Boulevard. 12-story building, has many
has
different
the whole
organizations
freaking
in it, yeah.
above it. People know it as the building that is it looks like a museum and shit for
Yeah.
L. Ron Hubbard. It's
Yeah.
like it's supposed to be an exhibition for L. Ron Hubbard on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
It's on Hollywood
Exactly.
Boulevard. But above that building has all the
That's all the management stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I was there for up until 2019. And then they did this whole thing where they sent Sea Org members out to specific organizations that they couldn't get enough staff for. Kansas City, Columbus, these buildings were like newly renovated, ready to open, and they couldn't recruit enough staff because they busted all their recruiters and because there just are not enough Scientologists in that area, frankly. Um, but they busted all their recruiters as part of the whole chase wave thing. They just pulled everybody. They pulled all the missionaries, anyone that was working on recruitment or anyone working on like getting public to donate money. They were all pulled in. And anyway,
That's the order.
No, there was. So there were. They had a lot of people out on various projects around
like a mission. Like missions.
Yeah, so around
they pulled all that back. They were
like, so around these orgs before they opened, they would have like a people on project to recruit people, and for like a year or two before the org actually opened. But they didn't have enough people, and the org was ready to open, and it's just sitting there, fully renovated, and it's not open. So they sent about 100 Sea Org members to Columbus, from Clearwater, from LA, from all over the place. They just wherever they wanted, they just said, "You're going."
Yeah.
So I ended up in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh my God.
Right.
I was there for a bit with my boss. They moved there for health reasons for like 3 years, and I had to move there. I moved there and then was there in Columbus, Ohio, for like 3 months, and I felt like I was away from LA for like a year. I was like, this is torture. But
yeah, they're sitting
very
there. Almost got distracted. There's somebody that said they worked in Arcoms. Oh,
where? Pull it up. Oh, right here.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
You just click on the thing. Let's see, can you click on the comment? Does it pull it up? No? I guess only I can maybe do it. Is that right here? Sieglin? Wow, that's been months ago. Okay, where's Sieglin? Right here. I worked at Arcoms. Hi, Sieglin.
Hey, send me an email if you want to. I'd love to chat with you a little bit.
My email is in the description.
Yeah.
I put it already in the description below. I attached and I put more information, and I put my email there as well. But Sieglin, please email Kat. She would love that.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Ken and Denise Delderfield. That's crazy. So Ken and Denise Delderfield are the parents of Kalinda, Vanessa,
yeah. Yeah, and Kalinda was last.
William Delderfield.
Yeah.
And William, I believe, is still at Gold Base, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think Kalinda was last at Scientology Media Productions. I don't know if she's still there or not.
Yeah, that's so weird. I would love to see how she looks. That's crazy. So Kalinda, because Kalinda didn't go to the Clearwater. I think she ended, yeah. So it's so weird, but her sister Vanessa went to Clearwater. So I was closer with Vanessa, but yeah, it's just so weird. That's
well,
weird.
they also take people from Clearwater and they send them like they send certain staff to LA to be in these like higher organizations a lot. So they move people around all the time.
And I do believe it's a lot based on David Miscavige's paranormal.
Oh yeah. Well,
of like who, what, and where. Yeah, and like
yeah, and it's also because they're trying there's different things they're trying to do in the organization, and they have these specific qualifications for people to do certain things, and it's just anyway, it's kind of complicated and
it's crazy. It's all crazy. So we'll keep going, but I'm gonna. I don't feel weird. Lara motherfucking FM channel, and you just do whatever.
Ryan will
literally we'll pull up whatever, and people will organize their own thoughts.
Wow. Oh yeah, totally.
We'll just put it all out, and then they can go. She answered this later. Okay, good. William Delderfield was the travel agent who booked all licensed travel agent who could access all details. Yes. I knew that about William while I was still a cadet at the ranch.
Wow, interesting.
That's so crazy. Okay, yeah, and William was also a cadet at the ranch, and then was graduated to Gold Base.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
Okay, so I was in Columbus starting in 2019, and then, as everybody know, there was the whole lockdown. No one's allowed to work or go anywhere. So at that point, the org closed. There were staff that were left in the org, like living in the org to be security for the org, and everyone else was at the apartments. And I made my illegal Facebook account and decided I was going to find some of my friends. And I found a friend.
You made the illegal Facebook account in the
Yeah.
Sea Org?
Yeah. Yeah.
Flunk.
I was
Cat, you got some balls.
Well, I originally had a very innocent, let's say innocent.
That's what I mean. I was like, ooh, she got
Yeah.
sneaky. Oh,
I was in charge of
sweet.
promotion, so I was in charge of promotion. So I was like, I want to see all the other orgs' Facebook accounts, and I want to make ours really cool. And so,
Okay.
and then I was like, oh, I could find some of my old friends. So then, I started looking for people.
Wait, to find them to like maybe get them back into Scientology, or just kind of chat with them, or
just to chat with people, really.
Yeah.
And not even people that were ever in Scientology. This is like people from high school.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay,
Or Scientology.
Wow.
So then I found a very good friend of mine, who's actually now somewhere in the next room, and and I started talking to him, and we, make a long story short, we talked a lot for about a year, and there was all this stuff that happened in between. I ended up in the hospital and got my gallbladder out in the middle of COVID, and that's a whole story. And
While you were on the Sea Org?
Yeah.
So there's another thing, if somebody wants to remind me, or if there's somebody out there that's like, oh, or if you want to be on this, or you know anything about this, I have multiple reports, and I know of 2 that Scientology people, members, or even internal members have totally frauded the whole COVID system, like money, all sorts of stuff,
right?
with the loan,
No,
with
no,
the everything, like. So we need to expose that, because there's some major illegal fraud stuff going on in there.
Yeah, I remember
Okay,
hearing about
just a side note, anybody know, come email me if you know about businesses or anything that they did to make money, to get money. I know there's a big thing with Sea Org members receiving their checks and then having to turn the checks in. So they never got to spend the money or have the money for themselves whatsoever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that would be too much money. That would be another Cat Olson on Facebook just chatting with her friends all of a sudden out of the Sea Org. If they had thousands of dollars, I mean, but I'm sure they'd get some ideas like, oh, maybe I can go take a plane ticket and go see my family I haven't seen. It's making you think more.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Exactly. So then, we talked for like a year.
That is so wild. By the way, I just cannot believe. I just got to interrupt. I can't even think, like, how was she on Facebook? Like, I'm really thinking, like, okay, she was probably like excusing it. Well, like, no, my goal is to eventually get these people into Scientology. Like, you could always justify it to ethics.
Yeah, well, I was in charge of promotion, and social media is a thing, and Scientology started using social media. But usually just the DSA, the OSA person would be in charge of it, and no one else would be allowed to access it or whatever. But I really wanted to see, like, okay, how do we make our Facebook page for our org like so cool so that people want to come in and stuff, right? So that was my original thought. But then I was like, oh, I'm so bored. I want to find some of my friends. So.
Which is like what I did when I got out of the Sea Org, when I was at the Burpees house in Eagle Rock. And then that's how they started to kind of know I was like not being ethical Scientologist or whatever, because I started typing like Jason Begay and Lisa McPherson case on there. I didn't realize they could see all my records of everything I was typing.
Yeah, Jason, the 2-hour Jason Begay video interview.
Yeah.
One of the things I watched while I was still in the Sea Org. I was watching because so I was in charge of promotion, like I said, and And I was one of these people who like never gets in trouble or does anything that they're not supposed to or whatever, or very rarely. So I was trusted to go around the city. I was selling books. I was usually with somebody, but because of COVID, there was often staff that were when the lockdown was over and everybody went back to the building and started working again. There were often staff that would get sent to quarantine because they were exposed to some person that may have had COVID and blah blah blah. So then they would go they would go back to the apartments for like a week or something or a couple days or whatever. So that we'd always have people that were out. And at one point, I think there was like 8 staff that were not in quarantine. No joke, and I was one of them. So then I would be like, "Okay, I don't have anybody to go with. I'm just gonna go out by myself." And I would, tell my senior, I'm just gonna go. Like, let me go to the university for the day and I'll go hand out promo and put up
Oh
posters,
my
blah, blah,
god.
blah, right?
Oh my god.
So then at Ohio State University, it's huge campus, hundreds of buildings, right? And they have Wi-Fi all over that university. So I would have my little iPod and I had access to Wi-Fi. So then I could see all these videos. I could talk to my friend. I like, because I was checking things out because they'd taken my phone a few months before that, and I got really mad that they took my phone, and I told my friend who's now my husband,
Who took your phone?
HCO ethics officer.
They were saying you can't have a phone?
Yeah, it was this whole thing because basically
Did something bad.
I didn't do anything. They were inspecting everyone's devices because somebody else
Right,
something
had
was
messed up,
wrong.
and they're
Yeah,
like, "We don't trust
yeah,
anybody now,
yeah.
so no phones?"
So we're gonna inspect everyone's phones, and then we're gonna decide who gets one and who doesn't. And this is while we were in the apartments. We didn't have anything to do except if we had internet access, we could like do promotion or sell books or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So then they're like, "Oh, you don't need a phone. You don't need a phone." I'm like, "Well, what do you want me to do this whole time? You just said the apartments don't have access to any internet." I'm like, "What do you want me to do?"
Did
So
you
they're
say
like,
that?
well, I sort of did, but I also didn't wanna make a big stink about it because then it'd be like, "Well, why do you need a phone?
Oh, so you need
Who
it
are
so
you
bad.
talking to?"
Yeah, 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 yeah. What if you have other
Right.
intentions with this phone?
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
who are you talking to on this phone?
Mhm.
And, of course, I was talking to my friend in my house.
But they don't know, like, what I'm saying is you could always just say, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm in the middle of getting them in. They're raw
Yeah,
public,"
yeah,
or
I just
whatever.
didn't wanna make a big thing about it because they're really, like, cracking down on, anyone who didn't need a phone and
Mhm.
whatever. So
God forbid they had access to
health
health
information.
information during a pandemic.
I know, it's anyway, so I was so mad about that. So then I told my friend about it, which is a big no-no when you're the Sea Org. You don't talk to people who are not Scientologists, not Sea Org members. I mean, you don't even tell family about things that you're pissed off about as a Sea Org member. Like, everything's
Right.
always
Everything's interbulating.
Yeah.
Like, you don't wanna,
Yeah. It's out
it's
PR. It's,
yeah,
it's
it's interbulation, no
out
case
security.
posts.
Yeah.
Right.
Out
We don't
security.
want any
Yeah.
PTS on the lines. Exactly.
That's right. So I was really mad. So then I told him that they'd taken my phone, and he was like, "They took your phone? Like, is it your property?" I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
pay for the
Wait, this is the guy you're with
your phone
now.
Yeah, yeah, we're married.
That is so
We're
cute.
married. We got married last year.
That is so cute. Okay, sorry. Go.
Yeah. So
I'm like, I don't wanna get excited about this if he's a dick later.
what? No, I hope he didn't hear you.
No, I'm
No,
saying if he was a dick later and you broke up or you
Oh,
didn't,
no, 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 no,
I would
no,
be I was like, "Wait,
no.
is this not a happy ending?"
No, no, it's a happy ending.
Okay,
We're
cute.
married and we're back in the town
That
there
is so
and
great.
we're living in his parents' house where I first met him. So
That is so wild. Okay, continue.
okay, so then yeah. So where was I? Oh yeah, they took my phone and I was pissed off and started holding
And he was like, "Wait, they took
yeah,
your
he's like, "Wait,
phone?"
that's so they
Your
hold your phone."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, no, it's not really like that."
It's like a work phone.
Yeah, well, I didn't even say that. No, I've had him with my personal phone, but I was
Okay.
like, "Well, it's not really like that. They didn't really steal." Well, it's your property, right? Yeah,
I
yeah,
love this because this is a very big boundary in the Sea Org. This
yeah,
is literally exact line of where they blur privacy and boundaries.
that's right.
Like, no, it's not your phone.
Yeah.
You don't have permission to
Even
just
if it is your phone,
openly speak. Right? You
you're
don't have
supposed to hand
permission.
it over for inspection.
100. Oh my
And
god.
and if you're on a Sea base, let me just
Turn
say,
in for inspection.
yeah, if you're on a Sea Org base, you don't have a phone that you pay for.
Right. It's
It's an
it's not okay.
organization phone. It's attached to their network. They can see everything. They can see everything you send, everything you look at, all your call logs, everything. You can't have a personal phone. And also you can't have an iPhone because an iPhone they can't put on that sort of system. It's only Android that they can put on a system like that. So no one
Right. Have a newer thing where they started taking away the Apple Watches and the iPhones.
do they really take away Apple Watches? I know
I
some
think
people had Apple
there were
Watches.
definitely, like, people when they had private events and stuff like that, they didn't want they were like, "No, leave your Apple Watches in the car."
I wouldn't be surprised if especially after what I did, if Apple devices started being confiscated.
I mean,
Because a lot of
'cause
people
you
had
can record
iPads.
everything on there. It's
Yeah,
literally, you could literally
yeah,
record
but a
everything.
lot
You
of
could just
people had iPads, some people had people didn't really have iPhones in this York, a lot of people had iPads, some people had the watch, the Apple Watch, some people had, like, a Mac, but that they keep in their berthing or whatever in their room, not bring into the org, but I don't know, maybe I'd really like to know if there's any.
and how did they get those? That's like I always thought that, like, gifts weren't allowed to be given by public. You're not allowed to receive gifts
Well,
or
people get gifts from family, birthday, Christmas, whatever. Some people still have, money in their bank account from before they were in Scientology. They still have a little bit of money. Um, there were bonuses that were paid while I was there. So people would save up money and get little devices and stuff. And it sort of went it sort of ebbed and flowed like somebody like there'd be like something where it's like, okay, everyone has to turn in their devices for inspection and this whole thing, and no one's allowed to have a phone. And then it kind of like peters out and people like get a hold of phones again and get a hold of devices. And then it's like, what are you doing with the devices? Everyone turn them in for inspection and blah, 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 blah.
right.
So how do these people afford that? Oh yeah. I think
That's what I was saying. I'm always assuming, well, they can't. They can't afford it. So I'm always thinking it was gifted either by a family member and
yeah,
somehow got through
it's either
security.
gifted or like when I worked in the Hollywood Guarantee building, um, we mostly got paid, so you could save your money up. And we get Christmas bonuses, like a couple $100 for Christmas, and we would get York Day bonuses where you get a bonus for however many years you're in this York. So people did have money a little bit, you know what I mean? So Kindle made him wait. Oh yeah, that's right.
The
That's
kid
right.
with the
Kindle. Yeah, that's great. That's so great.
it's
I
crazy.
love it.
Yeah. Okay. So then he's saying it's not really your phone
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah. So then I told him about that. So then we started talking and I started telling him more and more. I started telling him I wasn't happy there. That was the main thing for me at that point is I'm just not happy. I can't hide anything I want to do. I'm happy.
Right. So you're in the COVID thing and you're telling somebody who's not a Scientologist even
Yeah.
that you're just not happy
Yeah.
and you're not saying are you saying I'm not happy with the Sea Org or Scientology or are you saying I'm just not happy with my job and my post?
Well, I didn't really get into, Sea Org versus Scientology and whatever because I was out in Columbus.
But I mean for you,
Oh,
do you
for me,
feel like you're not happy with Scientology or
well, I just wasn't happy where I
or your
was
post?
and what I was
Okay.
doing. That was the main thing for me at that point.
Did
It's
you
just like,
think at that point, like, I'm gonna maybe start asking if I can go somewhere else or do something another job or something?
no, because I
No.
know as soon as when if I got into that, then it'd be like, "Oh, do you have downts on your post? Or
Right, you're assigned
oh,
lower.
you have downts on this year?" Like, like I never once in my 25 years of being in New York, I never told anybody when I was like, "I don't really want to be here. I want to do something else," or I'm like kind of thinking of leaving the Sea Org. but I never would tell anybody because I'm like, I don't want to go down. I don't want to go that route. I don't want to be like, oh, you're down. You need to do conditions. And oh, she had bouts in the past, so she can't do this and she can't do that. You better handle your doubts in this year and all that. Anyway, you know what I mean? So I never, so I would just resolve it. I would just resolve it in my own mind and be like, okay, if I'm going to stay, I'm going to stay. If I'm going to go, I'm going to go. That's all right. I'm not going to have additional conversations about it.
And then was he ever wondering, like, did he ever say like, oh, well, why don't you come here?
Well, kind of, but mostly it was just like, well, what do you want to do? Where would you like to go? He was thinking at some point of maybe coming to get me, but it wasn't really feasible with where he was at the time and what he was doing.
Right.
So then he started checking things online and he found the Aftermath Foundation. And he told me about the foundation, and I had seen them online and I knew they existed, and I was just like, oh. And as soon as I saw, like, Mike Render and all these like former Sea Org members that I knew were SPs and whatever, right? I was just like, oh, I don't want to talk to these people. Like, no, I don't want to talk to them. So that's how it was at first.
Yeah.
And then when I actually started talking to them, and I was just like, oh, these people are cool. So,
this is funny. So we always mimic ethics officers as if they have like a code. We're always like, no, that's not okay. And it sounds like they have like a head cold. They're like, you get in here right now. What's funny? Oh my
thought of that.
Yeah. Thank you, Super Pup, as well, Erica. You amazing angel. You're freaking amazing. Thank you so much. All the time. Always so fucking supportive, even when I'm down and out.
That's nice.
Okay. So yeah, that's crazy. So what happens from here?
So then I got connected with the foundation. I finally decided I was going to talk to them. At first I asked, this is really funny, just as an aside. So at first I was like, oh, I'm not going to talk to them, because I knew as soon as I talked to them, there's no going back. Like, I knew that either, because I'm like, okay, I am connecting myself to suppressive people now if I talk to these people. So if I do that, either I have to go, I have to like leave, I have to get out of here, or I'm going to have to like spill my guts and face the consequences type of thing. I'm not going to be able to lie about this and not tell anybody forever, because it's
too much.
It's really hard.
Yeah, it's
fucking really hard.
And I kind of picked that up. That's what I was going to say about Sarah Gualteri. I kind of picked that up with her. That's why I'm feeling weird. Like, I'm like, I want to like see her again and be like, Sarah, come with me right now. Just come with me. Come with me in my little cute yellow car and just come and stay in my apartment for a bit. And let's just sit and talk. Like, I wonder if she would do it.
Maybe it's like give her a little, maybe even like give her a little note with like your contact.
So Claire and Alex, Apase Alex, are both sending me they both didn't know, but they both have sent me cards, the Aftermath cards, which I think is so fucking important.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put them anyways, in just little areas, like perhaps in the bush, where maybe she'll be clipping, somebody will, and just like things like that. But like to be able to, if I had that card or something in the moment, and whatever we learned, but I could have been like, here, can you take this, Sarah? And maybe I could have given it to her without the security looking or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe you could.
Anyways,
maybe you could. At least you're thinking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I forgot where I was. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I contacted so yes, this is where I was. So at first I didn't want to contact them directly, and I was like, and I told John, my friend, now husband, I told him, I'm like, okay, I want you to email them, and don't tell them who I am or where I am or anything.
But just
I just want you to get information, right? And
Yeah.
so he wrote to them, and he's like, okay. So he writes this whole thing, and then he gets an answer, and they're like, so let me get this straight. You've never been in Scientology, never been in the Sea Org, but you have a friend who's in the Sea Org talking to you about leaving and
They didn't believe him.
They're like, yeah, right.
Yeah. I wouldn't have either been like, nah.
So then I finally emailed and said, okay, I want to talk to Mark Headley, because I had read like, okay, so if you go to like the Stand League website where they have like all these hate videos on people. So I had looked up Mark and Claire because I wanted to know who they were and stuff, and I wanted to see what was being said about them. And oh yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
and so I'm like, I want to talk to Mark. And so I ended up talking to him. First I texted with him, and then I ended up talking to him, and he was just like, well, what do you want to do? Like, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? And I was like, that is what an amazing question to ask a Sea Org member. What do you want to do?
But like, I'm like almost tongue struck. I'm like, wait, so what Mark asked you this? And that's what I was wondering, my earlier question. Did you already sort of maybe like, oh, if I left, I would probably go here?
Kind of.
And so when he asked you this, what was your response?
I don't know. I don't know yet, because okay, so I could go to my 90-year-old grandmother up in Minnesota. I don't really want to go straight there. I haven't seen the rest. I haven't talked to the rest of my family in so long. I'm disconnected from my mom and my sister. I'm not really ready just to show up on their doorstep. I'm just not ready for that. So I don't know. I don't know where I want to go. So then I was like, well, why don't we have you go somewhere to kind of chill out and decide what you want to do, and then you can decide where you want to go from there. So that's how I ended up in Castle Rock, Colorado, with the Headleys, which was awesome. It's such a gorgeous place. God, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been.
So then I went there, and my escape story is the whole other thing. I've spoken about it in great detail on other interviews.
And you do have a lot of that also on your channel.
Yeah. There's a link to my channel in this video description. If anybody wants to see what's on there, there's a whole playlist of all my interviews. If anybody wants to specifically see like how I escaped and all the details on that, because it's pretty exciting. So then,
It is. And it's so good, and it gives hope and detailed little like exact experiences of like, wow. And your story and everything made me go, dang, I probably could have asked Sarah right there, come on, do you want to just come with me? Come with me, Sarah. It just was, we didn't have enough time. I wish the fucking security guard didn't tell her to.
I know security is quite something.
They're literally the trappers. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I made friends with all the security guards in the HGB just because I thought it was just good. It's good politics. And, deep down, they are good people. Like, it's hard to explain anyway. So,
yeah, I know.
Anyway, so then I left. I was in Castle Rock. Got a lot of help from the foundation, getting my life started and launched and everything. And then went from Castle Rock and went to the East Coast to be with John. And then we moved back to Oregon, to the West Coast in the end of 2023. And that's where we are now.
Wow. That's so amazing.
Yeah.
So on that note, that's like really cool. And then obviously for your channel, for people watching, I was born and raised in the Sea Org. I was my whole family's from Canada, but I was born in Hollywood at a building called the Wilcox that Scientology owned in 1986 for the staff that were the staff members for the Celebrity Center that used to be on La Brea.
Oh, you lived in the Wilcox.
So yeah, I was born in the Wilcox in room 516.
Born in the Wilcox.
I saw
like literally born in the Wilcox. Like you didn't even go to the hospital or something?
No.
Wow.
And there's literally a hospital not even 5 minutes away.
Wow.
Like a huge Cedars-Sinai.
That's right.
So and other hospitals. But anyways, and then from there I was the CEO, the ATA, the CEO, and then at almost 4 years old got shipped off to the ranch with my brother and sister. And then
ranch.
Yeah. The ranch. Yeah. And then I was there till 13. A lot of fucking crazy ass shit went down there.
And did they call you Lauren, or did they call you Megan?
At the ranch and everything, and in Clearwater, everybody called me Megan. I was known as Megan Anderson. all the way until maybe 15, not even 10 years ago. Maybe 15 years ago when I was in my band, Little Red Radio. My ID said Lara Megan Anderson, and I just knew that, but I always just never used Lara because I never used it.
Yeah.
It was always Megan. Megan's my middle name. Anyway, so yeah, then I started using Lara for my music and my, like, art stuff, and it kind of was nice because I was able to separate. It was weird when I was writing music about my past and everything, for some reason, because I felt I went by a different name that people didn't know me as, about the stuff I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was easier to, like, separate it and make any kind of song about it and not without actually saying what I was saying, and a lot of people thought, like, my music is like, "Oh, a love song or this or whatever," and most of the time, "Oh, no, this is, like, how I felt when I just wasn't allowed to leave or whatever," or, "Now I'm out in this world and I'm like, dream love," like, you just go fucking dream because whatever you do, dream and create eventually will come true if you're at it all the time. Anyway, so yeah. Just like leaving the Sea Org. Like that's like a true thing. And we're gonna show some videos here, guys, soon. Um, just like leaving the Sea Org, your mentality, like it's a big fucking deal to take your mindset to want to even start to begin to say, okay, I think I do want to leave the Sea Org. When am I going to start to talk to somebody about this? That's a huge fucking coming from your mind out of your mouth to the ethics officer. Cause everybody knows. It's so funny. Nobody wants to blow and nobody wants to leave. No, they all want to be in there by themselves. But the only person you're allowed to speak about this to is only one person, or you could immediately be declared.
That's why I never talked to anybody about it.
Right. And that's why I think it's so interesting that the person you did talk to about it was not a Scientologist, so they would never even know what the consequences of that would be. I just think that's so clever and weird and smart and coincidental and whatever. And it's just so awesome.
It also like made me able to skip a bunch more trauma from like their ethics and interrogations, and
I'm telling you.
I just would not. I never wanted to experience that because I saw people go through it, and I especially saw people go through it because I worked in the States, and I would see people come to do the heavy manual labor.
Yeah, they put you on when you're leaving, when you decide you do want to leave and you finally do voice it to the one person, they immediately will put you on the decks or mess work, which is basically heavy, hard work. And they take you out of your uniform and put you in civilian clothes because you don't deserve to be in a uniform since you are in doubt about.
Oh, you know what? At the issue, they started having people in a specific uniform if they're on the decks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So let's
So
put
it
them in
wouldn't
the
be as
DB
noticeable.
uniform.
It's
Right.
not as noticeable.
Interesting. It's just like the shift down or whatever. Wow. So it's very important: language, uniform, mindset, schedule, rules, internet, your way of communicating. Like there was the fact that you had even just these little things. And I feel like Valerie, my best friend Haney, she also had that. Well, Valerie, it was Valerie Light then, but she also had that thing where she had the phone and she was able to drive and she had to go buy, to the store and do things for the executives. But while doing that, she was also, oh, this is the outside world. There were little inklings like, oh, because you were allowed to go on Facebook so it's very important when somebody's even reaching out and they're in the Sea Org or in Scientology, definitely try to keep your connection with them in any way you can. But just like kind of, this is to the audience, just kind of learn like a little bit what the rules are in their mind without asking them what the rules are. They will eventually show you like, oh, no, I just can't do that. So then oh, okay, that's a internal thing. So there's many ways that people may be telling us that they want to leave and they're in their way being stuck in the brainwash sense of a Sea Org member. Like there's just, it's a whole different planet. And that's why I want to show some of these videos. Can we maybe just start off with showing, I don't know, Dan's video, or do you want to pull up start off things? Show something?
Let's show just a few of the photos of places just to orient everybody. I don't know if you want me to. Do you want me to?
Yeah, you do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to pull them up?
present. Yeah. Okay. So
This is what I have said, and I'm officially fixing it. It's not called. It's called the HGB, but it's two meanings. One is a historical name, which is called
Hollywood Guarantee Building.
Hollywood Guaranteed Building, which we believe used to be an old bank.
I think what you were thinking of before was HGC, which is the
Hubbard
Hubbard
Guidance
Guidance
Center.
Center, and that's where all the auditing gets.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I thought it was the HGB, like
I thought it was Hubbard something.
Hubbard. I just thought like they used some BS name to like bring people in. The guidance building. We're gonna guide you into science.
Well, there's the Scientology. There's the L. Ron Hubbard Life Exhibition, which is the whole first floor. Can people see my cursor?
Yes.
Okay, good. So
yeah, and if you can, I think you can actually zoom in as well if you wanted. Like if you
So
just
this whole first floor is actually it's not even the whole first floor. It's like about maybe a third of the first floor, but it's the
front.
Yeah, it's the front and it's part of the sides, and that's the L. Ron Hubbard Life Exhibition, and it's this whole like museum type thing where they show like everything that L. Ron Hubbard did and all that stuff and his history and all that crap. Yeah, that's right.
A lot of it is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a lot of it is really BS. Like it's just made up. Oh, he got these awards. Like there's walls and walls that all the fucking certs and like frames and awards. It's just fucking shit. I don't know how many times I can swear describing how BS made up lies, like BS of L. Ron Hubbard in this.
And then part of this floor, I've seen some of the protesters go to like this. There's a door over here, so that's that door goes directly to there's a big lobby in there, and then it goes to what's called external communications. It's like where all their mail goes in and out, and it's like where they do like their travel reservations and all their packages get received and everything that they like all their letters that they send out to various organizations, the packages of this or that or whatever. That's where that all gets consolidated and then it goes out.
I actually have a stream. Somebody was out there, and then when I was out there, there's two streams where I think it was Confident Chris or somebody, and maybe it was Chris without a Hellcat, but I said zoom in, go to the mail, and I told that they zoom in and they go over the mail, and literally right there on the top says Mark Yeager.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I was like, this literally is still the Int building. Like no way that the first piece of it. There was other mails.
Well, Mark Yeager actually works in this building now. He's in OSA. So
like that's crazy.
I know, right?
So he's here and not at Gold Base and not at Clearwater where I used to be running for him in the WB. So it's so weird that this is really Mark Yeager for sure. Do you think so? Where does he sleep then? Right?
I don't know where they might
at
be
the
at
AB
the Anthony building. I don't know
that
where they are.
Very interesting to get him on the record. Just saying.
Right. Exactly.
5.
So the other thing to know about this building, so when there's protests like in front of the building or protesters in front of the building around here, the staff will just take us all the way down to the basement, and then there's a big freight elevator that goes up, and you can go out the back door, the sort of the side door, back door over here. So that's how they no, alley, just to the side door.
Just straight out.
So that's how they avoid the protest. That's how they avoid protesters. Security looks like
good to know.
Security will be like, okay, the guy is in the front, or they're in the front, and then they'll just go up the side. Everyone will just be directed out the side. Or when there's a protester like right outside this door that's over here, they'll just wait at the door until they go away, and then they'll go out. There'll be a bunch of staff in that lobby.
No, so it's good to be on that side. And what about would they send him out the front? There was a time that the bus came up.
Oh yeah,
unload. We definitely got
sometimes they have the buses like all the way down the street, like over here, and everybody goes up the front, and I've seen
Okay,
I've
so but there's no yeah, exactly. There's no other, there's no on the other side of the building, there's no other, like, exit where they would have people
there's an exit in the very back in the alley, but it doesn't but that property doesn't belong to them. That property belongs to the Knickerbocker Hotel. So I know they've used it before, but I don't know what the agreement is with that property owner, or if they like them doing that or anything. Because I know at one point they were parking the bus in there, and the staff were coming out, so they didn't even have to go out where they went.
anywhere. They would just go right into the bus.
Yeah.
Like, literally door open and then doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah,
It's
the other
insane.
thing to know about this building is that they own the building right next to it, the one that's right here, that some
Okay.
people might remember where Chicken Delight was years ago, like many years ago, like early 2000s and in the 90s.
Yeah.
So they bought that building like 10 years ago or something. And it's one of the strategies that they do, that Miscavige has them do, which is to buy properties that are immediately adjacent to various Scientology buildings, so that um, SPs and anti-Scientologists, whatever, can't buy those properties.
And they don't wanna be next to any buildings or businesses that
Yeah.
they don't trust anybody, so because 'cause they're fucking scamming people on a 24-hour basis, and they're scamming their own members, like, so they're completely paranoid, and they don't trust anybody, especially not businesses on the
So
outside.
then just a brief
And
otherwise rundown on this building. So second floor, this is when I was last here in 2019, so I don't think it's changed all that much. Second floor used to be a call center where they basically call Scientologists from their central files, and they try to sell them books. So they sell them the basics, and they ask them for donations, and uh, hello.
that's the second floor?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
sorry,
second
I
floor.
just
That's the second floor. Third floor, like their course rooms. Fourth floor is where there's all their auditing rooms where they do their auditing and interrogations and all that stuff. Fifth floor was that was like CMO, which is Commodore's messenger organization, and various executive offices and stuff. Sixth floor was very near and dear to my heart for 12 years because I used to work in the galley. So that's where that's where the dining room is.
Really? Dining room's on the 6th floor, good to know, good to know.
Sixth floor, yeah.
Okay.
That's why all the blinds are always closed on the sixth floor because
You don't want anybody see yeah.
yeah.
Wow, good to know. This is awesome.
And there's a very small kitchen space back there that they use to cook for their executives and stuff like that. And there's a few offices and things, but it's mostly just dining. Seventh floor. What was on the seventh floor the last time I was there? Oh, a seventh floor used to be what's called Senior HCO International, which is
Yeah.
basically you have HCO is just a division of the organization that's where the ethics officer is. That's where it's HR basically.
That's where my uncle, I believe, my uncle Paul, Paul Anderson, where he was, the senior has international.
Paul Anderson is your uncle?
Yeah,
Yes.
he passed
I
away
didn't
from
realize that.
cancer, like, 5 years ago.
He was in Canada, right?
Canada? Well, that's I don't know anything. Did you know? Did he?
Paul, he was such a sweetheart.
I know. I
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
super
he was
fucking
so
my dad's brother. Yeah, my dad's brother who's now stuck at the blue building married to somebody else. While my
I mean,
mom's
it's such
stuck
a
at
great he had
Goldface.
such a great sense of humor.
So funny. He was so funny. He would get me Tiger milk bars because he knew I loved them for my birthday, just a box of them, which is like that's a lot of money when you're only getting $47 a week and shit, like. And he sent me with like a tarantula, those like puff spiders, so that I could like scare people. He was like, "Hey, do it to your dad." It was just so funny.
I remember that.
He was always
He
so
brought
sweet
that
and fun.
to a super date one time, and he was having the best time ever with that thing. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he mailed it to me with a box of Tiger milk bars, and he's like, "Did I scare you? Did it get you. I was like, oh no. It was like,
Yeah, he got sent to Canada for some reason, and then I remember hearing that he passed away. I was so sad.
yeah, they said they sent him to Canada. Well, I didn't even really know that, but my dad told me is that he's going to Canada to see his family or something, and then he's going to this other country.
Oh,
Basically
wow.
out of LA,
Wow.
away from the Sea organization.
I bet they sent him away because he was terminally ill.
Yeah, they did. It was way too late.
Yeah,
It was too late. He had
that's so
it was
sad.
either prostate cancer or colon cancer. I'm pretty sure it's prostate cancer since you know what that has to do with. So I felt like it does that. I don't know. I know. It's horrible. Like, why? His whole life was just drained for that. He's done now. Just drained. Like, this building uses up people. And okay, so 7th floor is senior H.
Yeah, but an 8th floor was just various offices. I don't remember everything that was on the 8th floor. The 9th floor was the flag bearer, which is management, where all the orgs around the building. That's 9th floor. 10th floor is OSA. 11th floor is basically just David Miscavige's floor. That's offices for him whenever he's
Is
in
the 11th floor where all the white stuff is? The white?
I've never actually seen it except the lobby.
I mean, outside from the top of this building.
Oh, yeah.
White?
Yeah, this, like, right here is a white.
Yeah.
That's where the
So disgusting. So he's on the top.
he's on second to the top, but he doesn't spend I mean, when I was there, he didn't spend hardly any time in that building. Oh, shoot.
Yeah. I mean, well, what year was that?
1994 to 2019.
Okay, it'll come back. You're frozen a little bit, but we can hear you perfectly.
And then 12th floor is also OSA. So 10 and 12 are OSA.
Right, and that would make sense because I'm not even kidding. I really do believe they have a bunch of cameras and a bunch of equipment that they have up there on the top that they use that spying all over Hollywood.
All over Hollywood.
Like to have cameras.
I know. I have,
because they use their equipment to bribe the police. Like, oh, we have.
oh yeah, because they have a lot of cameras around all their buildings and everything. So yeah.
And I was assuming though on the top they can get an eagle eye view.
I don't know if there's anything on the top. I know that there's, like, I've heard of security, like when I was there, I heard of security helping the police with this, with that, because the cameras that are down here pick up quite a bit, like all the way down this street, all the way down, up and down Hollywood, they can pick up quite a bit. On Ivar, they can get quite a bit. And then also the building that's across the street on the corner, which is where the International Landlord Office is. There's cameras all over that building. So they reach quite a ways.
Okay, so
by security. I don't think OSA doesn't do a lot on that, but security definitely has a whole control room and stuff where they can see.
This is like so clarifying. I don't know why this is making me feel so good. Like, I want the next time I go here, I'm gonna fucking have full a whole idea of like, okay, so that okay, there's the it just makes me feel better
because there's not anybody else that I know of that knows this building so recently and knows a lot of these areas.
That's crazy, yeah. And so you never went to the top floor, but you were definitely on the what is it?
I've been to all these floors. I haven't been inside. I haven't been around the 11th floor. I've only been to the lobby of the 11th floor because really nobody's allowed in there because of it's RTC and it's Miscavige's.
Well, Blair here is saying that the court is already wrapping on auditing talkers on the 11th floor.
Yeah, it's bad. Wow.
So yeah, that's what I mean. This is the head, like, it's just so fucking disgusting that it's literally in the middle of Hollywood. That's why I'm like, Hollywood is dark as fuck.
Right.
And this is where people can like, ugh, LA's disgusting. But it's just the dark spirit side of what manipulation in the industry is. And that happens to be in Los Angeles. Okay, so this is again the HGB.
You want to take me off in percent for a second? We'll get the next one.
Yep. Boom. Good job. Smart. Look at us. Teamwork. Team has a tendency to know what the. So did you have to rehearse the team?
Yeah, a team has a tendency to know what the other team members are doing, thinking, coordinates thereby and therewith, and that is the definition of a team is people who cooperate one with another to push forward a common purpose and they normally get on great.
Now, the trick is
to be an individual
and a member
of the team at the same time. The only way how's it go? The only way one does that is to just come up to and tell you can do it, something like that.
That's right. The only way one solves that is
The only way one solves that. Yeah.
LRH. Man, you had to say the end. You had to say LRH.
That's right. Okay, so that's the labor guarantee building. So that's where I worked for 25 years. So this is
That's wild. Thank you. That had fucking so much information, even for me. I'm like, oh wow, I feel stronger about the knowledge of that, and that we aren't just assuming that David Miscavige doesn't have his headquarters and all the executives up there, and Mark Yeager and all that.
well, Mark Yeager
was there for so long.
Mark Yeager and Jenny Linston, which I've said on several different places, but people should know who know Mark Yeager and Jenny. They were taken out of the base, and they were kind of the ones that were working on like handling the SPs, like Mark and Claire and these various people, and they were put into OSA at one point. And I was told when I was working in the galley, they're not executives anymore. Don't let them sit in some special place. Don't get them any special service, and they're just regular OSA staff. And I was like, okay.
Wow. So they did that too, weirdly, at the Ant Ranch. They had Mark Yeager, Edian, and Guillaume, Mark Yeager, Mike, and senior CSN. Forget his name.
Ray Midoff.
Ray Midoff.
Yeah.
All digging trenches in the fields at the Ant Ranch, right next to me, while I'm like de-weeding the cabbage fields, and I was like. I was like, oh my God, I'm not supposed to be looking over there. Like, I had to not look. But even as like an 8-9-year-old kid, I was like, oh my God, that's Mr. Guillaume.
I got so used to that sort of thing.
Or that's Edian. I would think that's Edian. And then I was like, oh dang, I literally would like be de-weeding in the fields. And I would look up and I'd be like, oh my God, that's Edian. And I'd be like, oh, and I'd be like, he's so nice. Like, why is he digging trenches? And then I keep going, and then I realized I look up and I'd see the bald Mark Yeager, and I was like, that's Mr. Yeager. That's WDC Watchdog. Maybe like I was just like, oh my God, what is going on? But like, that's just so crazy. It's a really fucked up way to fuck up a child's head. Like to be, yes sir, no sir. Oh, now they're an executive. Oh, now don't say sir to them. Just treat them like shit. What? Wow. It's so crazy.
I got so used to that sort of thing when I was working in the galley, because it's like you'd have like, the commanding officer, CMO, come and show up to do dishes for an hour or something.
You're like, it was just ordered by some exec. Yeah.
Like, okay.
And you have to pretend that you didn't.
So this is a great picture, thanks to Mr. AngryGayPoke.com. It's hilarious, actually.
Yes.
So this is the Anthony building. This is where the people who work in the building that we just showed in the Hollywood Guarantee building, this is where most all of them live and come home to every night. And yeah, it's just lovely. I like how he called it on his website. He called it Pus-Colored Building. It's really funny. So when I was in LA a few months ago, we went to this building, and I went up here, and I walked up onto
the steps?
there because I want to see if I could see it. It's all blacked out. You can't see anything. And I left a bunch of cards up here, and I stapled cards to this telephone pole and little telephone poles down here. And then when we were down the block, the food van pulled up. And I knew it was the food van because I worked in the galley for some
years. Wait. So explain to us. Explain to the world. I know Ashley's listening. What is the food van? Where does it go? What are the times? There are people who work here all the time at the building, and they need to be delivered food.
Yeah, there's people that are like in isolation because they're sick. There's people that are doing estates work, and so they're in the building. And there's always people in this building. Guaranteed.
Okay. And so there must be a food run that comes in to feed all these people 3 times a day, I'm assuming?
That's right. Well,
Okay.
actually, no, they don't
Wow.
do. When I was there, we did it twice a day, and they had their own breakfast stuff. They fended for
Okay.
themselves on breakfast and
Okay.
lunch and
Good
dinner.
to know. Good to know.
So then this food van usually parks right around here. Whoops. Sorry.
What happened?
Oh, that was me. 1 second. I just
I'll put you
I
back
just
up if you want.
no, you're fine. I just clicked on the wrong thing, so I couldn't see myself. I got confused.
Okay,
Um,
you back up?
So,
Right now, there's all on the fence here is all, obviously tarp, so we've been I was just there the other
oh, yeah.
and all on Sunday morning, and all the windows, they were closing up all the windows. Do you know what the different floors are, or are they
They're all dorms. They're all dorms. They're dorms, or they're they're rooms for couples.
okay, so and approximately how many people do you think live in
Oh, that's a tough one. At least when I was there were probably like 400 people living there or something.
Wow.
But they did this thing. They did this thing where overnight, Miscavige decided that the CMO staff were not going to live at the Celebrity Center berthing anymore. Because the Celebrity Center building, they call it the Bronson because it's on Bronson Street or whatever.
Yeah, and Celebrity Center birthing is across the street
Yeah.
from Celebrity Center,
So
which we've been getting a bunch of footage
yeah,
of them getting, the red media production bus, goes at nighttime and swings by and picks them all up and then drops them all there.
right. So, uh, there used to be a bunch of, Commodore's Messenger organization staff who worked at the HGB, Hollywood Guarantee Building, who lived in those apartments. And Miscavige decided once, that they all needed to get out of there, like, overnight. So, it was probably about 50 people, 50 to 60 people that had to
When
move.
was this? When was this?
This was in when was that? 2016? It was before SMP opened, so it was I think it was 2016 or 2017. Oh, there's my little cat.
I heard a little meow. And that's so interesting because I just love hearing these little tidbit information because I wonder if all of the, legal issues about slavery, basically indentured slaves, like basically you can't live and work in the same building, things like that. So I'm sure at some point he was like, everybody out who
Yeah.
at the goal, whoever's needs to move into this building, like away, because it has to be you can't have somebody
Right.
live and work in the
That was right.
building,
That's right.
so
That's one of the reasons that the whole CD production went from gold to bread locations because they couldn't produce those CDs and live at the same place. But this was just a thing where Miscavige was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want them living there anymore. They don't deserve to live there," because the Celebrity Center apartments for the staff had been renovated, and they were really nice.
yeah.
And they did it all themselves. Like they did the work all themselves. And so he was like, I don't want them living there anymore. So overnight they all had to move to this building, and and I was in the States, so I knew everything that was going on. And then I just decided I was going to help because there was so few people working on it, and I was like, I want to help. This is not fair. This is really like my senior is going to be up all night, and I'm just going to help.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
so then we was
Good heart.
so then we literally like put mattresses in random people's rooms and just like shove people in wherever we could go, wherever we could fit them. And there were in my room, I got two. It was funny because I used to work with two people who were in services, CMO, who like took care of all the stuff for like all the domestic stuff for the RTC stuff.
Yeah.
And I used to work with them all the time because I was in the galley, and so they were my friends and whatever. And so
Yeah.
we were like, "We saw you have a nice room. We're gonna come and live with you." I'm like, "Okay, summer party."
Did they?
Yeah, they did. They got a
No,
like a
no.
week getting probably.
Funny. Until somebody was like, "This is violating birthing
Oh no!
policy.
Oh no!
You have to be approved by the birthing IC."
No, they didn't care about that, but they cared about like actually having a room with their husbands, so they didn't like that
Right.
much. So at one point there was like in my room there were one,
Wait,
two,
in your room here?
yeah, in this building
Where
there were
what
four.
what did you have a window or no? Are you able
Well, I looked up in the front. I was in. Let's see. Was I near the pool? I think I was in this part. Oh wait, taking off the screen again really quick.
Okay.
Where's this other one? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, put it back on. So this is the building from aerial view, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I was
Oh, wow, there's big indents like that
I was
in real
here. Yeah, shaped like an E.
Yeah,
So I was
because 'cause they're so ethical.
no. Okay. Good one. Okay, so yeah, my room was here.
Okay, so you were in the middle area.
I was in the middle of the E. Yeah.
That's crazy, and, do you know anybody that lived in the very front area?
Uh,
Was it, like, specifically for anybody? I mean, like, because it feels like it would be in my opinion, it feels like if you were in the Sea Org, I would want a window. I would love to have a window room.
oh, well, all the rooms have
Think
windows.
Oh, okay.
All the rooms have.
Okay. Oh, so it's just all around. Well, because like, when last Sunday, when I just was, shouting out, "It's okay to leave the Sea Org, it's the best time to leave the Sea Blow is during CSP," and, I was like, "I'm"
That was great.
they started shutting the fucking windows and the
Wow.
curtains. I'm not kidding. I was like, "I am serious." I was shouting Aftermath number, SPTV Foundation, anywhere you wanna go, anybody will help you. I was like, "You can come in our car right now." They're like, "Shut
Well, you know what
closing
they
the fucking
think?
doors."
Because I know this is what I thought. This is what I was told when I was there. Is that they think that you're gonna start telling them some squirrel OT information, and that's gonna mess them up. That's gonna make them sick. That's gonna get them in trouble. That's gonna like make them crazy or something. And so because there was a whole thing where during
I mean, I thought about blowing. I It was so weird. I was gonna blow, and, they gave me this, again, freedom from leaving the hacienda to go to the base. I was able to ride a bike, and to me, I was like, "Holy fuck," like, I literally could drive my bike and ride off, and they would never know what happened with me.
Yeah, I had a lot of opportunities to do that, believe it or not.
But it was scary. I was also scared to
Yeah, me
go
too.
into the outside
Me
world.
too. And I didn't know where to go, and I didn't know
Where
where
to
to
start?
go or
Nothing. Like, what the
yeah.
fuck? And then you're going in with this, like, self-deprivation of, like, "Oh, I don't deserve anything." You're so used to, like, being a burden and not asking for help, and, like, it's just so fucking hard. They really set you up to fuck you up.
Yeah. Oh, someone's asking if there's air conditioning in the apartments. Okay, so you could buy a little air conditioner if you wanted to and stick it on your window, but when I was there was
You
not
always
air
do the
conditioning.
thing where you save up, the dorm would save up to get it pitch in, everybody would pitch
Oh,
in to
yeah.
get the
Yeah. Well, we had one, and then at one point, one of our roommates was like, "Oh, I can't do this. I can't breathe right with this thing. I have problems with my breath," or what something. And she's like, "I can't have the AC on." I was like, "I'm gonna kill you." I'm like, "I need this is LA. I need AC."
That's insane. I always thought, I mean, I was telling people they definitely control the power use. "Oh, you're wasting the org's money by spending electricity, having the AC on."
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
have
I know with
minimum.
where they've renovated apartments like this or birthing for the New York members, they probably have the AC in there, but not on the old. This building is really old, and a lot of it was unrenovated. They started working on the lobby and sort of working on it while I was there, and the lobby area looks really nice now, but a lot of the rooms are still unrenovated are just really old.
Most of the time, I think they, again, like Scientology does, is they make the outside of the building look way better and nicer. The outside looks better, and then when you go in, especially with your dorms or apartments, the apartments are just shit. And even the new ones, or anytime, like even the Hacienda they renovated for CMO. I was in CMO, right?
Yeah.
I was like so excited to leave my shitty dorm to go fucking be in the CMO, and they were like the same shit. It was like okay, they're one step up, but like the handles was
Also,
leaking, and like of the sink or whatever.
also get this. So you know how I was talking about how the CMO got moved in there? So that included the commanding officer CMO, right? And she was like, I'm not gonna be in this building the way it is. We're gonna make this building better. We're gonna renovate it. And so she started having like financial planning, cover various things so they could upgrade this building, right? And she put people on projects and stuff to upgrade the building, and a lot of it got done and started looking a lot better, right? And then okay, so I heard this because I was in the States. So one time Miscavige came to look at this building because sometimes when he was in LA, he would come and just go and look in various buildings.
Yeah, so Dave Miscavige
He
coming
can't even
doing an
yeah.
inspection. He's been doing he's been doing that my whole life, by the way.
Yeah. So he came in this building and he was with the guy that was in charge of estates, who was like my senior, right?
Oh
Alex
God.
Inzel. And
Alex who?
you know his name is Alex Inzel.
Hinzel?
Inzel.
Inzel, Incel.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that the Scientology Geek and Journey 20 are definitely like gonna
Oh yeah, but we're gonna
they're
not let's get into
they're gonna be more, so I'm putting clear names and everything.
so
Yeah. But that's
so
crazy.
so
Okay,
he
yeah,
was
continued.
yeah.
So they came to do
So she
inspection.
came to look and he's like looking on because this was after the lobby was renovated and made like really nice and stuff. And he's like, wow, where'd you guys get the money to do this? In other words, why aren't you sending more money to me?
And or why is money being spent without my
Yeah.
approval?
Yeah. Exactly.
That's crazy.
And so you know
Like actually it was donated by the city.
oh yeah, right.
I'm kidding.
So after that, it kind of the improvements on this building kind of fizzled out. Even though what we're using our own financial planning and figuring it out and stuff, you know what I mean? It was like
That's
so I spent it like you
right.
like I didn't give you okay to spend money on this
Right.
being better as your members here. You guys
It's
suck.
it's like where's your attention? Like if you have enough time to make this look good, you should be doing this everywhere, like it's so fucking demeaning.
Yeah. So that's what happened.
Keeping it below his control or in his control. Okay.
Okay,
Want me on you?
Stuck in.
Good job, good job. That's so cool. That's so cool that I saw that aerial visual and I knew where you live because it makes me understand how the building looks. And not to be weird, but as a vocal directionist, I know I'll know like where to shout.
Oh yeah.
I know what angles to shout
Yeah,
and
exactly.
things like that. And the real front at Sunday, oh my God, Kat, if you were there, you would have just been probably laughing. Oh, you would have been sweating your balls off. But you would have been laughing because I have a very loud, strong, direct voice, and I was, like, taking each window, just like, "Der," and it was like, should like, close, or they'd be like it was just so funny. It was funny and somewhat still, yeah.
So I just want to cover one more thing on this. So kind of the stupid thing that they do is that they have all these buildings and they have all these various apartment buildings and stuff for staff to live, but it's really organized in like a dumb way. Like for example, here I'm gonna show you. Okay, so this is okay. So show my screen again. So this is Scientology Media Productions, right? So this is
Wow.
Big Blue is up this way.
Yes, a little bit more over I think you can kinda see it over there.
No, it's quite because this is on Sunset, so
Sunset.
it's quite
Yeah, that's true. It's over to this side.
yeah, it's
like
within
right where my
15
hand
minute
is.
walking distance. It's pretty quick.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I literally live all around in this area.
oh wow. So
I'm
but my
here
point
right now in this area right now.
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm sitting is very close to all this. Okay, keep going.
Okay, take me off a second. So that building, right, with all those staff,
Yeah.
so they live, just gonna show you. Those staff live here. This is the building. So this is the test center. Bottom floor is the test center, which a lot of people know about now, thanks to all the protesting that's going on. But this is all Sea Org apartments, and that's where Scientology Media Production lives. Now, if they were smart, they would have
Floors is it? Do you
1, 2, 3, I think it's 8 floors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
and have you been inside?
Oh, yeah, I've been in there. I haven't been in there since they renovated it. Like they made this into really nice apartments for the staff.
Okay, and
My
let's not forget it shows 3 buildings there, right? It looks like just one tall building, but they actually own all 3 of those buildings, and that then is like, oh, well, that holds a lot of people.
It's all one building. It's connected. There's just
Right, but I'm just saying it's like this is like the corner view. If you were this is Hollywood on the right here, or I guess now I'm confusing everybody. But this side right here is that side street, and so you kind of get the angle. It shows you it actually is a longer building, whereas the front it just looks like, oh, this little testing center.
Yeah, and it's kind of ridiculous because this building is a lot closer to the HGB than the Anthony building is. So they could be smart about it and take most of the people that live who work at the HGB and have them live in this building. But no, they take people from all the way over to Scientology Media Productions and have them live in this building. You know, it's just stupid things.
I wonder though if that's a legal thing where they can't have them in a certain vicinity.
No, that's not. That's just because Miss Cabbage is like, oh, I want to make it nicer for the SMP staff because they're better or something. There's just there's so much like status awareness in the Sea Org. You wouldn't believe it. It's so much status. Just the status button is a purple. It's ridiculous. Yeah. So that's that one. So okay, so take me off one more time. And
do Scientology steal elderly Sea Org members' social security checks?
no, but what they do, I know what
Or
they
they
do.
make them feel like they need to put the money aside.
They'll ask them for donations like IES, or if there's like some new book out or something, they'll like they know who's getting that kind of money, and they'd be like, oh, you should donate this, this, and this, and they'll do it. You know what I mean? Like they'll be pressured into doing that sort of thing. So yeah, in that way they do rip them off. So this is author services. So this is author.
What's like whose mic is crackling? Is it mine or is it Cat's? Sorry guys, I just saw that. Is it mine? It might be mine. I've been
you sound fine to me.
Okay. Just got here. Is the mic crackling or is it just me? You sound fine to me, but maybe will somebody I trust let me know if we sound fine or not?
They do get whoever said this about Social Security. They do get. There are people that get Social Security checks. They get like, I don't know, a couple $100 a month or something. Like it's very low. It's hardly anything, but they did get additional money. And for a Sea Org member, we all get crackling. I wonder if it's my ace. How's that? Both of them are crackling. No, what?
Both of us? Reduce mic background noise.
How's that? That might be better. I turned my AC off.
Echo cancellation. Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Is that better? Is it not? I hear you clean, but we could be just having.
Who knows?
Is this still? It sounds choppy in my end, but I can hear well.
Oh, somebody just said better. It was probably my AC. I turned it off.
Crackle pop. It's all good. Okay, good. Let's go. Perfect. Okay, should I pull this up?
Oh, this is office services. So this is where Phil Jones's daughter works, Emily.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where is this? Why is this not, isn't this on Hollywood?
Yeah, this is on Hollywood.
Okay,
It's
hold on.
obviously.
Oh, this is Orange Street or something like that? Is the old knitting factory used to be by this?
No, which I don't know what the cross street is, but it's definitely on Hollywood. And all these and all these Stewart members go all the way to Big Blue. That's where they live. Where they could just go down the street to the test center and live there. Anyway, it's
Interesting. Well, that's good to know, and that's good. It's good to know for people that are auditing them, monitoring and protesting them.
right.
So it's good to know this. And so is this, I believe, I hate that it's choppy. That's so annoying. Sorry, guys. I don't know why. Um, I do believe that, anyways, yeah, I was wondering if if the old knitting factory was near this.
Oh, I don't know.
That's the place that I'm thinking.
I don't know. So that's that one. Okay. Take me off one more time.
Take me off with my love.
Okay.
So do you love the 80s and 90s?
Do I what?
You love the 80s and the 90s?
Oh yeah.
Music and stuff?
I mean, I love all sorts of music. So
Okay, yeah, me too.
old, new, all over the world.
Same.
Let's see. And this is the building. This is the it's called the Able Building, Association for Better Living Education. This is right next to ASI, and these staff also live at the Anthony Building, which is the E-shaped building.
So this is, sorry, ASI was,
ASI is to the left of them.
I'm saying ASI though is, you said, sorry, what was the place called that's on Hollywood that I just said? That
Author
was
Services.
okay.
Yeah.
The one before. This is also where they are?
This is Association for Better Living and Education. This isn't ASI. It's just it's another Scientology building, and it's right next to. It's like where they. This is like where the Narconon program is managed from.
Okay.
Narconon, Criminon.
And this is in Hollywood, or where is this?
This is right on Hollywood.
Wow.
All right, it's all has
Wow.
services.
Wow. Okay.
I've
Good
seen
to know.
I've seen Dan here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna go find these places.
Yeah.
This is cool. Okay. Oh, there you go. Bam.
Yeah.
Make
Oh, yeah, Sycamore. Yeah, that's right. I don't
Cool.
know what the street was.
Hi, Dan, and thank you everybody in chat helping us all. Is this Able where Dan walks? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so
Cool.
those are the buildings. Okay, so I just wanted to do that just for context because, when you see people getting on the bus and going someplace or coming from someplace, and you can kind of be like, "Oh, those people are going here." So
Yeah.
if somebody wants to the other thing I want to say is that there's more than one bus that goes around, and there's 2 or 3 buses they have, and they go within, like, probably a 2-hour time frame when everyone goes into work and then everybody goes home. It's from, like, probably about 7:30, 7:45 up until about 9:15. This is the schedule when I was there.
Yep.
So you'll have these buses
At 10. There's a 10 o'clock now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some sort of van. Yeah, that's right.
Or van. But yeah, now they're not doing buses, they've been doing vans. So yeah. Because the buses are so obvious and
Yeah, when I was there, they probably still do the buses because there's too many.
yeah, they did. Yeah, there's too many. Actually,
They
Ashley
also
caught
do
them
have
this
vans.
morning. Yeah, she did film them a little clip this morning, actually.
Yeah, they do vans as well. But anybody who wants to go and, like, try to talk to the staff or say anything to the staff, there's, like, a 2-hour window where people are gonna be coming and going from these buildings because it's how they get to work. So it's like they have to get out and get in a bus and get out again. So even if you see, like, one bus going, that's not the last bus, most likely. There's gonna be another one in, like, 20 minutes or
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so, yeah, I just wanted to give some context on where people live and work and how crosswise it is sometimes. Okay, so do we wanna show the first video here?
Yeah, do you wanna play this or what?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Do you know that person or
I don't know that person. I'm gonna show you. Find it. It's like well, this is next to the Anthony building.
this is where they pick up the bus, that's where the bus goes, that's across the street from
That's one of their buses, well, one of their vans, the white one, and that is too.
courtesy footage of Ashley, thank you.
So the other reason they take vans is because there's people that are going to different locations from this building. They're not all going to the same place.
Okay, so here we go, boom. This was you, right, at one point? You were
Oh, yeah.
walking and doing all this with your wet hair?
Actually, I rarely had wet hair. I thought that was so stupid. But we used to see people running down the you probably still do see people running down the street with their wet hair and
Yeah.
tying their ties and stuff.
Mhm.
We used to, like, get told off for that, like,
Yeah.
by the ethics officer. So this is, I know this guy. This is, uh, Daniel something. Anyway, he's the international landlord. He's the guy he's like the project manager for, like, all the various renovations and everything that gets done on their buildings.
This first guy here in the front?
This first guy,
Oh, nice, that's good.
this is, Claire, forget the last name. She's a SCAMO staff member. It's Claire. I know he's S&P. Uh, look, that
She looked familiar to me.
like Jason Hartling.
Oh,
His name is Jason.
okay.
He's been CMO forever. That's Natasha. She's God, I don't know what she's doing now. She was last estates manager in one of the orgs. I guess they have her back now. What? Oh wait, looks like Julie.
And if you remember any of the last names too.
His name is Ian, and he gets donations from the public. Like he gets millions of dollars in donations from the public.
This guy right here with the jacket and tie? Wow, okay,
Yeah.
good to know. He's like what they call a reg or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. That's Hannah Ishmael. They're both CMO. This is Elise. I've known her for ages. She used to be a good friend of mine, actually. She's the external communications chief. She's in charge of all the, like, mail and packages and stuff that goes in and out of that building and in and out of the whole building.
Okay, that's CMO you said?
She isn't, I don't know.
Oh.
Do I know anyone? She looks familiar,
Yeah,
but
she looks familiar. Right there, boom. Gosh.
she's in the CMO, Commerce Messenger Organization. I don't know her. I forget his name. Some Italian guy. This guy, the guy that was behind him was in the landlord office stuff.
It's so funny.
Sorry.
Goodness. It's so funny to me that they, like, always look at their watch. It's like, dummy, you already know what time it is.
Yeah, they're just trying to ignore.
The watch or the phone or they're like, look at the pager. It's so stupid.
Yeah, they're trying to ignore her. Okay, let me just.
Oh, yeah, maybe you can help me, identify the guy who assaulted me back in July, the old man.
Oh, probably.
Cool, okay. He's a public though, so I don't know if you would know, but we'll see.
We shall see. Let me get this other one up here.
Thank you all for being here. Make sure you hit the like button, guys, so that people around in this community and in the interwebs can get the algorithm of
I like that. The interwebs.
the interwebs of energy.
Okay, we're ready for the next one.
Okay. Boom shakalaka.
Okay.
And this is outside again. There's the white place. Outside the same place, outside the AB.
Oh, she's not really talking slow. I just slowed it down a little bit.
No, that's okay. We can't hear it. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Unless, yeah. She's basically yelling the number and doing all that. She's awesome. You can always go watch all this footage on her channel. And if not, you can see it here and we'll upload it as much as we can. I know Scientology.
I think these are SMP stuff, or some of them.
SMP is Scientology Media Production.
Oh, that's Alex.
That was Alex. You want to back it up a bit?
Alex.
Right there.
I've had him for like 25 years.
Alex, remember his last name?
Alex Inzel.
Inzel.
He's in charge of estates at the Hollywood Guarantee building.
Ooh, okay. Alex Inzel. He's in charge of estates at the Hollywood, at the HGV.
That's right.
Wow. I'll be like, hi, can I please speak to Alex Inzel? Inzel needs to come check out the sprinklers that are, seem to be spraying in the wrong direction.
INZ.
They're all over INZEL.
He's the one that got to explain to Miscavige where they got the money to start renovating them.
Okay, I'll type the names in the thing. What they're saying our mic or something. Is it me correctly? I feel so weird. Sorry, guys. I'll type in the names. Alex, you said, what's the last name? Inzel,
INZEL. What is this? I don't know what the crackling is.
I'm sorry, guys. Is it me? Or is it just going throughout the whole video?
BTs.
The body Thetans and Osa are trying to interrupt.
Right. Okay, I'll take it off for a second. Okay, let me. Oh,
is it crackling right now when we're not showing the video? By any chance? Dun, 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 dun. Is it crackling? Yes or no? Yes or no? Let us know. Let us know. Is my voice feeling pretty or is it crackling? It seems to be both with crackling audio. No. Okay.
We don't know what's going on.
I don't know. All through the video could be your connections, and yes, all crackling all the time. Wow.
They're trying to shut us down. Okay, give me 1 second. 610.
I'm gonna hear it. Let's see. It's on good. Okay, good. Let's go. Perfect. Okay, should I pull this? Oh, dang, it is crackling.
So this is where fetal daughter.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where is this? You know what? On my Bluetooth off. Okay, hold on. That's so weird, guys. I'm so sorry. That's the place that I'm. Has it been crackling the whole video? Dang, it is crackling even during the HGVs. I wonder if if I come out and come back in. Let me see if that helps, just in case. Okay, guys? Let me just cut. I'm going to exit out completely and I'll jump back in.
Let's see if there's any interesting questions I can answer in the meantime. Let's see. Nora's laughing about air conditioning. Yeah, it's kind of a joke.
Test. Check. Is that better at all, guys? I came in and out, and if it's not, then whatever. All right, we'll get through.
Bad news bears. Yeah, that's bad news bears. When you were inside, did you see people that were under the age of 18 in the Sea Org? Let's see. There were a few. There was somebody years ago. I think she's a gold now. her parents were like OTAs or something, and she was allowed to join the Sea Org when she was like 11 or 12 or something. I remember her. And there was one guy. There was a kid in Columbus, but I think he was actually 18. I think he was 18.
I was also gonna say that most of the time people don't even talk about their age in the COR at all.
Yeah, they don't.
Like, especially if they're underage, you don't really wanna
Yeah,
bring up
yeah.
something that could be illegal. Like, they're
No,
told,
yeah,
like, "Don't talk about your
yeah,
age, you know, you're not a child, be present," whatever.
yeah.
That also is a thing.
Okay, so I have another one. You wanna show this other one? Oh, I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, there you go.
I muted me. I muted myself.
Okay, so this is oh, look at that. Wow, he's been around for ages. His name is Paul. I think that's Heather. This guy this guy is funny. His name is Alan, and I swear he's
The
looked
old
the
man.
same for like 20 years.
This old man guy?
I'd
Yeah.
like he's looked the same for I swear about 20 years.
Okay, wait,
Never
what's his
known him to
name?
look any different. Alan. Same
Alan? Do you know what his last name is?
get his last name.
And how old do you think he is now? Even though he probably looked the same.
He's gotta be in his 70s by now.
Okay, that's cool. That's wild.
This guy, this one right here, this is Jason. This is Jason, Wackley. This is the guy that Alex Barnes Ross talks about all the time.
Okay, Jason, what's his name? Jason
Wackley.
Jason Wackley.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't
Do you
know.
know what Jason Wackley does? He turned his face, by the way.
Yeah.
Right before he went on the bus. He looked
He's in the CMO as far as I know.
Okay. Blue is CMO probably still.
Yeah, a lot of them are.
But most of these
Yeah.
people are considered execs, right? Like at a higher
No,
level? Or no, they're just all
I mean, a lot of them are like middle management. And I mean, I guess other orgs might consider them execs. I don't know. Um, this is Olga. Name is Olga.
Olga.
This is Connie. This is Fred. Um, this is Michael. I remember Michael. I don't remember. Oh, this guy's getting so old. I don't remember his name.
If you remember the last names too, I know that's kind of, I don't know if you remember the last names, Michael or whatever.
Michael Wessel, I think.
Cool.
Uh,
you,
this guy is he's been in the Sea Org for like 55 years now. Like he's been in the Sea Org. He's out of everyone in LA, he's
sorry.
been in the Sea Org the longest.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I would see somebody I feel like somebody, like when I think of Mark Yeager, he's older and stuff now, and he kind of had he was balding or whatever.
Yeah.
He was always bald. So I'm trying to imagine how he would look without all that shine and glam and BS on the stage. How he would be old now, how old, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. My little senses seem to be pulling people out of the woodwork, so maybe he'll pop out like Mark Yeager.
Yeah, so he's been in the Sea Org like, I don't know, 55 years now, if not
That's
going.
wild. And what is his name? Sorry.
His name is John Axel, I think.
John Axel.
Yeah,
Something like that.
something like that. This is Tiffany. She got remarried. I forget what she is now. Tiffany. Oh, actually, that's Tiffany Montalvo. Okay, so there's So I don't
Montalvo.
know if you've seen any of Danny Montalvo's videos. He was the one who was at Bridge who got in the accident and got his finger chopped off when he was a minor working at Bridge.
Wow.
And
What
then
was it that
blew.
he was doing? Do you know?
He was working on one of their machines. I don't remember what it was called.
Okay, like printing machines or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then
Okay.
So then he blew, and he got help from Jason Begay at the time. And anyway, he's got a really wild story.
Wow.
But she's married to his dad. That's not his mom because they got divorced. His parents got divorced, but she's married to his dad.
Okay.
This is one of my old roommates. I don't remember
Wow.
her name. I forget her name actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is.
The day in the lives of a Sea Org member, 24/7. They do this. They look so happy and great, don't they?
This is Megan something Sivery. This is Megan Sivery. She was
Okay.
married to my she's married to a chef who I used to work with.
Do you know what her post position or job
She
was?
was in the flag bureau.
Flag
She was
bureau.
in management of the organizations. But a lot of these people have been in the Sea Org like
On
15,
multiple different posts
25.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And they've been there a while. Like a lot of them are like 20 plus years in the Sea Org.
Yeah.
This is okay. The guy that does the announcements at events, like the voiceover guy, live coming live from the Shine
Yeah.
Auditorium. Okay, this is his daughter,
Oh, wait.
Pomerantz.
Do they have
Jeff Pomerantz.
Jeff Pomeranz.
Yeah, this is Jeff Pomerantz's daughter.
Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. And she's in the
This,
Sea Org. That's
yeah.
crazy.
This is I forget her last name. Her name is Jen something. She was in I was in Columbus with her. So she must have come back recently.
This middle one that was
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Let's see. Looks familiar. I don't remember his name. It says Jacob
She's married.
Troxclair. Jacob Troxclair, I think. This guy right here. I
Okay.
remember her. She was in the landlord office. I can't remember her name. I can't
Landlord office deals with buildings and planning and all.
Yeah. Uh,
What about the one that was covering
some of
her
these
hair?
people's names are just escape. Oh, this is Tamar. Tamar Kashani. I don't know what she's doing now.
Sounds familiar. Oh my God, Tamar. Wait, pause. Tamara, or is it Tamar?
Tamar.
Tamar, she was the one who was the receptionist at the Sandcastle in Clearwater, Florida, who wrote the report on me that I was flirting with Tiziano Lugli, the Scientology public, who was playing piano and singing at she was the one who got
Oh
me
wow.
fucking busted from CMO, you little bitch. But in the end, actually, thank you, because now I'm
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
out. But
And
yeah,
she's
she was
still
the
there.
one, she
You're
was
out and she's
jealous.
still there.
She was jealous that he was flirting with me and not her, and she was
Yeah.
like the supposedly, like, the hot receptionist.
Wow.
Yeah. Just
Okay,
saying.
this is forget
So
the
that's how
name.
you know they literally shuffled. That's what we were just talking about. They shuffled through different posts. Like, literally, Tamara was in Clearwater for years. She ran the Sandcastle for years, the hotel, the hotel
Oh,
part of it.
wow,
Yeah,
okay.
and now she's here in LA. It's just
Um, this guy, okay, this guy right here, his name is Chris Heinzel,
okay.
and is a German guy. I worked with him in the galley for 12 years.
Wow.
And this guy is one of the hardest working people I've ever seen. And this poor guy had 2 hernias
Oh my God.
because from lifting stuff.
So yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
Wow.
when you work in the galley, they never put enough staff in there. And you end up being so physically overworked. Like my back is like
Oh my.
I'm still trying to handle my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Anyway, it was just sad because this guy is like anyway.
That is
So one
so.
of the reasons I wanted to come and start talking on YouTube in the first place and to do my channel and stuff, which I haven't really gotten going, but whatever. Um,
It's going. Yeah, it's I'm serious. You're awesome. And your information is so important because it's so recent.
Yeah, exactly. One of the reasons why I wanna do it is because I figure that since, I was watching various videos and watching all this stuff and finding out things and deciding what I was gonna do, and every time I would see videos of somebody who I remembered or I knew in some way, it was like, "Oh my god, what happened with this person?" And I wanna hear their story. So I really hope that any of these people who I know will get out eventually, because they heard me talking about things. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
I mean, that's
already
my
I already helped somebody get out that way. Like
yeah.
he's in the middle of leaving anyway, and he saw one of my videos and happened to and he was like, "Oh my god, I want to talk to her." And then I helped him get out. So I want to do that with more people.
And it's so good, like, it feels so good, like, if there's a chance that actually Sea Org members start, like, jumping I'm just kidding, jumping in people's cars, more like mine or whatever, that would be like, wow, like, real physical change, but the thing is it's you can see it happening, like, getting
Yeah.
closer and closer with the foundations, like, with all the protesting, with the way that people are going and talking to the city and seeing who's, like, allowing certain things to happen and approving
Yeah.
things, and it's just really, really cool to see.
Yeah,
This
and
is
it's
so
also
important,
like
and it would
he
be
has family. This guy has family in Germany. He's got a brother in Germany. He's got dad in
yes.
Germany. So there's a chance that I don't know, maybe they're checking out stuff and they're gonna see something about him and they're gonna go like, "Oh my gosh, I found out that you were like overworked and in this place and
Yeah,
you're doing okay." And they might get him to like go like, "Oh my god, maybe I shouldn't be here," type thing. You know what I mean?
right. Totally, and sometimes that's a better perspective or angle instead of somebody being like I mean, no offense, but, like, a foundation that's helping people leave Scientology and Sea Org may even be so much of a big step thinking like, "Oh, well, they're only one way thinking." They're whereas a family member is more like, "Okay, well, we don't care what you've been through. We need to handle whatever's going on with your health right now." Like, there's
Yeah,
a whole different love
exactly.
connection that Sea Org members are missing, so it's super important that these faces be seen by the world and YouTube and these internet. So feel free to share this video to get people's families to start caring and do wellness checks and say, "Hey, what are you doing in here? Come out. Spend the rights of your life out
Yeah.
here." Like,
Yeah, and if
um,
there's anybody who has family or friends that work in any of these buildings that they know of and they wanna know more about them, I know a lot of people. So, you can email me and or make a comment on this video or whatever, or, and
yeah,
wanna, like, if you're under the radar or whatever, just email me and I can tell you what I know about them.
it's so
Um
cool.
Let's see, this is, I forget her name. God, I know not I'm, like, remembering so many faces, and I'm forgetting people's names, it's so annoying. But I do know her. I do know her. I don't
She doesn't seem how old is she? She doesn't seem that young.
she's
I
probably
mean, she doesn't seem that oh, 30s? Oh, okay.
yeah.
I feel like are some of these people now older that were kids or cadets, and now
Oh, yeah.
we just don't even realize it.
And I know this guy too, which they're about to show. Where is he? Here. I think his sister is out. This is Roger Blasco. I don't know what he's doing
Roger
there. He was in
Ball.
the landlord office. His sister I think his sister's out. His sister's name is Mimika Blasco. She used to be at the Ant base. Claire probably knows her.
Okay, yeah, Mimika, I know her.
Yeah.
She's really pretty.
Yeah.
Mimika, I think she had, like, really curly hair unless she straightened it or something. I
So
remember something I remember her being really pretty. She had, like, these really pretty eyes.
and I've been trying to figure out who the heck is driving, and I can't.
I love how you're like, I'm, like, moving my head trying to see if oh, is it a chick?
I've watched this like 5 times now trying to figure out who's driving. I'm like, "Oh, maybe there's a cook driving the bus now," you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know who it is. I haven't been able to figure it out. Okay, let's take that one off. Oops. Oh, shoot. Solar. Stop. Okay. Okay, where's the Dan Walks LA one? 1 second.
You have a troll in your chat. Please don't let Lara overpower you.
Oh, it's Artax the stupid horse.
Yeah.
I said the
Very
thing.
much a stupid horse.
Don't let Laura overpower you. It's okay. We're all friends here. All right. Where's this? Oh, here we go. I love how he posted this like so many times.
Dan,
Yeah.
such amazing
They're
amazing
trying to,
work.
like,
Dan
take
Walk.
him down, and so he just keeps posting it. I think it's great.
I love it. Good job, Dan. Good fucking
Right?
job.
Awesome. Okay, you ready?
We will not let it not be heard. I'm in full out battle. They
Oh,
keep
actually,
taking it down.
right.
Oh, poor Dan.
Oh, I clicked on the
The wrong one? Okay, you wanna
I just don't know any of these people, unfortunately.
do you want me to keep it on or off?
Take that one off. Let me get the other
Okay.
one.
'Kay.
Please.
Aw, nice. Thank you. Madeline says, "Hi, cat popping over from Lara's. I slept. So happy you both got together."
Oh, good.
Yeah, everybody goes some to cats too.
Give me 1 second.
And to Dan and to Ashley. And to everybody.
Okay, here we go. Let's do this one.
Boom. Oh yeah, and I wonder if I have the version. I wonder if I can share the video. It's cleaner without the lettering.
Yeah, let me
Here, let me try. Let me try. I'm gonna let me pull that off really quick and let me just see if it'll work. Video file. Ready?
Yep.
I have it right here. This was the one video that worked. Let's see. Can you hear that?
Oh, good.
Okay, tell me when to pause or no.
Going up there. Oops. Can you go back just a tiny bit? Okay, so this is Paige.
Hold on, let me.
Her name is Paige Waldorf. She's in what is she? She works in
Paige
she works in
is the one with the short black hair
no, she's the one in the front.
in the front. Okay.
She works in the HGB. I'm not sure what she's doing now.
Mhm. Okay, HGB in and on Hollywood. That's
Yeah.
wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Her name is Paige, but you don't remember the last name. Okay.
Waldorf. Let's see. Waldorf.
You think it's Waldrop? Cool.
Waldorf, yeah.
Should I? I'm gonna turn
Yeah.
down the volume on this. I'm actually fully so that it's easier.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. This looks like wow. I know this is weird, but it does look like he's like holding a GUN.
I know it does.
I'm like, whoa, what the hell is that?
No.
But it's probably just the angles.
He's also like looking at her, looking
Like
out.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. That guy looked away from you, King. Look, she's already looking away. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. This guy, boom. Kind of looks like Matt. What's
I don't know who that is. Some of these people I don't know. I know a lot of the old timers. I know her. I don't remember her name. She used to be an SMP. This girl right here. This guy, the guy in the back, the bald guy in the back. Sorry for 1 second.
Yeah, yeah.
He used to be the International Justice Chief.
Ooh. Do you know his name?
His name is Rolf.
Rolf.
He
Okay.
used to be. This was before the current guy. The current guy is
Allegedly Mike Ellis, which
Mike
we
Ellis.
don't believe. We would like to get a
think
actual statement and physical video of Mike Ellis and
probably won't.
maybe a wellness check on him as well.
Yeah. You don't think he is because you haven't nobody's seen him for a while or what?
The signatures were so different. It looked like a female signed Mike Ellis on the letter I got for Valerie's. I went and saw all of them, by the way.
Oh, you know,
Emily
he has,
Jones and
there's
everybody.
like 2 deputies that work with him that do his correspondence sometimes too. So
It wasn't a deputy. No, no, no. It was. You mean like assistants?
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. But still, it's weird because now he's not been in public, and from what we know, it doesn't seem like the post exists anymore. Just like WDC and all that.
Oh, that's weird.
Like,
I'd be surprised if they got rid of that post though, because he's like a buffer, like
right.
like all
But
the
wouldn't that be great? Is that they just don't even have somebody that anybody can
yeah.
talk
But
to?
then that's just gonna piss off Miscavige because what happens is that all the people that are like And anyone who's like declared a suppressive person who's actually weirdly enough trying to get undeclared and be in good standing again and be assigned Scientology, he's the one that they would write to. And if he's not there, then they just write to RTC, and that just pisses off Miscavige because she's like, this isn't our job. And
Yeah.
and so he always has somebody. He always has somebody on that post. Like the post has been filled for the 27 years I was in the Sea Org. There was always somebody there. Anyway,
And what was the last name of Rolf?
Glatt.
Glad. I'm glad to see you. Just kidding. And then also, I don't know if my video play button is right in front of Dan Walk's message right here, but this video file is available for download on his channel on the community post for anybody who wants to download it and put it wherever you want.
Okay. So this is
Here, let me back up. Sorry. So yeah, there is
I don't know
Rolf
these
Glatt. These two in the middle.
This
The
is
mustache.
Sarah and Teo Laus. They're both Osa Int stuff.
Who is the bald guy in the mustache?
The two on the end.
Okay, the elderly.
I guess they're getting up there, huh?
Well, you mean the one in the back?
Oh yeah, she's getting pretty gray, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. And I see
I
that.
knew her before she was gray, so it's weird.
So these two are both Osa?
Yep.
Interesting. It's so weird. It's like Dave Miscavige has them like stuck in this mindset of like attack. And like they just don't step back and like realize like, wow, this is what we're doing. We're just attacking the whole time. This is our job, is to just like attack. But like, how do they keep a smile on their face?
They think they're protecting Scientology and defending Scientology.
But it's just so shitty. I don't know. Okay, let's go back there.
Okay. Keep going.
He's like, Brandy.
Oh, that's another angle. Oh, this is
This is good. That's
go for like a second. A little bit more. Okay, stop there. Okay, so the guy in the middle, the balding guy, he's Osa. She's Osa. That's Gloria. And these two are like famous. Infamous. Gloria and Gavino Ida. So
oh god.
these two used to be, or probably still are, like all over the internet trying to handle all the trolls on the internet, which is impossible now.
Hi. Hi, Osa. What is her name? Guido? Gloria and Gavino.
And their daughter used to be and Claire probably knows their daughter. Their daughter is I forget her name. But she used to be at the Int base.
Okay. Claire.
And this is, I'm pretty sure this is Ed Parkin. And he was in charge of that Stand League website. He might still be doing that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's good to see faces of these mother little fuckers. But
and they've been,
I guess
all these people have been in New York for a very long time.
That's what I mean. They're just so
30 plus years now. Yeah.
Hi, Osa. Literally, hi, Osa. You're right there. You're on your screen.
The guy in the end is also Osa and staff member. I don't know.
Holding the brown
I
thing.
think his name is Humberto, yeah. That's what
Humberto?
Mm-hmm. That looks like B. She's Osa as well. This one
right here in the
front. Next one, she's Osa. Those next two.
With the long sleeve?
Yeah.
Osa. And what about the chick carrying the box in the back?
Sweetie. She definitely is.
Osa?
Yeah.
So they're all Osa. This one?
I remember one time, okay, so was that the one? She used to be in oh no, that was a different person. Never mind.
Okay, so
this guy of these. Oh, I forgot you can't see my cursor. But okay, the guy in the guy. Yeah. So he the last time I was there, he was in charge of immigration. for Sea Org members. So
Wow.
in charge of like getting the religious worker visas and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah,
Kind of like what William, I believe, would do at Gold Base for everybody.
yeah,
William
yeah, maybe.
Delafield.
Oh yeah,
Like always doing the plane rides and the passports and all
yeah.
that. But that's
He's a
so he's part of OSA, I'm assuming.
yeah, he's definitely knows. His name is Sylvain. He's a French guy. I can't pronounce his last name. It's some French name. I don't. I can't pronounce it.
But what's his first name? His first
Sylvain.
Sylvain. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, there's
And the chick.
a little Ken. I don't know who that is. No, I don't know her.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so these two I know very well. Stop. Okay, so this is Matthew. Matthew and Martina Vinker. So Martina Vinker is one of the services CMO people that I was talking about. She services RTC staff, like does laundry and in charge of the food and does all sorts of things for RTC. And Matthew, used to be he was in the galley last, but he used to work in ABLE, Association for Better Living and Education. And this guy is an amazing artist. He's
The guy, this guy, the middle right here, black shirt,
and he got in ethics trouble at one point and whatever. And so they took him out of what he was doing in ABLE with like graphic design and stuff and put him as a dishwasher for many years. And he was really pissed off about that. He was because he's an artist, and you know, when you're an artist and your whole creative drive is being just constantly squashed, it's just horrible.
Yeah,
And he was really unhappy for a long time. So I hope
and so now they're maybe it put him on a post. I keep saying post, but a job where he is. What do you think?
I don't know what he's doing now.
Okay.
From what I've seen, it looks like he's still in the States.
Dang.
So
Doing artwork?
it's such a I
So
I
fucked
doubt
up.
that he gets pissed off enough to leave. But the thing is that he's very devoted to Martina.
This is really good. Like, I feel like I see these people, so I feel like I'm gonna have a little bit more like, "Hey, aren't you, like, a really good artist? Aren't you good at" like, it's gonna be fun to just kinda see, like, he's like, "What the heck? How do you know that?"
Yeah, because
Right.
even if this video, like, it's like some privacy strike or whatever, it's like you still know. You know what I mean? You still
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like,
So
wow, we still know.
and
Everybody knows a little bit
and
more.
also he has family that will that he hasn't been able to explain what he's doing because they know he's an artist and that's what he loves doing. And so they're like, well, why aren't you doing your art? And he's trying to explain that to people. He was trying to explain that to people over the years. So hopefully one of his family is going to see this video and be like, oh my gosh, really? He's not allowed to, he's not allowed to do his art.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll make a stink and then it'll be like, you know, eventually if someone's family member is making a big enough stink, they're gonna the Scientology is gonna get annoyed and they're gonna be like, "Can you just leave? Like just like you're
I
too much
mean,
trouble."
I do hope that about my dad.
That's
But
what
I don't
I was thinking that.
or my mom. I just don't know how. I just think it's almost impossible because my dad was there at Gold Base and all that, so he just knows too much. And like my mom obviously knows too much. She freaking lies to people for David Miscavige through her video editing and shit. It's just so wild. Do you know this guy in the middle holding this case of who knows what?
What's the father of Elise? Remember Elise? I pointed out.
Yes.
That's her
Yeah.
Zaz. He's in Olson.
Wow.
His name is Neil Levin.
Neil Levin. Olson.
Yeah.
Neil
This
Levin.
is if you go a little bit further, this is Marion Powell.
Wow.
Marion Powell. Wait, sorry. Yeah, that's Marion Powell. So she was
The one with the black
she's
hair.
like the PR. Like anytime Scientology sends some sort of thing like from Church of Scientology International or whatever, or some like PR public relations type uh thing to like, the media or whatever, that's whose name is on it.
Karen Powell.
Sorry, yeah, Karen Powell. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Marion.
No,
Marion
no.
Powell is her sister-in-law.
Yeah, Marion Powell recently passed away.
Yeah, sorry, not Marion.
But no, that's so good. Now I see, now I have a face. That's so crazy. Karen Powell, that's so crazy. Okay. I
This
think
is,
she's been on some paperwork too
yeah, I'm
or
sure she's, like,
something.
all over the place.
So she's
Uh,
OSA, you think?
yeah, she's OSA.
Okay, OSA, and then the older lady in the middle?
She's also OSA. I don't remember her name. Like, like I say, I'm like, I know all the faces and I
Look at
names
this
are
chick
just
pretending to read a fucking book. Is
yeah, that's right.
you think
Man
she is?
recently passed away. It's Karine, it's her sister-in-law.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like, what the hell? How do you I'm literally like, "How do you let that," and then I'm like, "Wow, my uncle passed away, and that this is just how they do it." Like, it's not okay. It's so messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this she's OSA in the first one, the
Oh,
white
I
hair.
just wanna answer this question really quick. Looking through these people, does it seem there are extra um, there's extra quote, "extra OSA" because OSA International is in LA. So around the orgs, like, out in Chicago, for example, there'll be a there'll be an OSA staff member or maybe 2, for specifically for that org. They're not SEORG members generally, um, but they're in charge of OSA activities for that organization. So there's only, like, 1 or 2 people, but in LA is OSA International, so you have that's where the concentration of the OSA staff are. Okay. Oh, did you see that? So, did you see him with the camera? That's Gavino taking the picture of the camera.
Oh, sorry, is he trying to scare
Okay.
Dan with the camera? It's funny. Okay, Gavino?
Yeah, he's the one I already pointed at. If go a little bit further and see him with the camera.
Right there, yeah. Is he OSA?
Yeah,
The other way, yeah, okay, that's right,
yeah.
you said. That's funny, here we go.
See if there's anybody
There's
else.
Packins. Do a little slow
That's
motion
all the
here.
ones.
Boom. Thank you, Dan, for the detailed editing and walks, and just gonna get a good view of all these people in case any of the family members are wondering where they are. And
Yeah, and again, if anybody wants to know more about these people or, friends and family and they wanna know, like, what's going on with these people, uh, you can email me.
before, wait, then, oh, whoops, I forgot that I had. Okay, so we're done with this video. Yeah, please email either of us. But Catherine Olson obviously has the information in her amazing little mind there. So, um, and she's awesome and easy to talk to and everything. So,
Oh, good. Thank you.
yeah, it's super
I have one more here on my side.
cool. Right here. Oh no, that was yes, right? No,
Yep.
no, we just did that one. There it is. Boom.
Bam! Okay, so this is at Big Blue, as people like to say it. So anyone you see in a red shirt like that, that's all Bridge Publications. That's the warehouse where they make all the books and everything and CDs and stuff.
Mhm.
So they're all from Bridge Publications. I don't know any of these people. I just wanted to show it just in case somebody, friends or family want to know
Right?
about these
Recognize it.
type of people. Um, I don't know that many bridge staff myself. I do know some. I've known this guy. This guy's been in the Sea Org, like, forever.
Do you know his name?
Name is Hank.
Hank. There we go. I've been waiting to when I see him, I wanna be like, "Hey,
And
Hank, how
and
are you?"
I actually think that he used to be at the Gold Base.
He looks very familiar from there. That's what I mean, and
Pretty
I
sure.
remember my dad used to be friends with all these
Yeah,
people.
I'm pretty sure.
So that's why I go around and everybody, "Hey, have you seen Phil Anderson?" Yeah, because everybody knows Phil Anderson. And so it just shows them that, "Hey, look, we do whether you think we care or not, we're getting the information."
Yeah.
Like, we obviously are right about your name. Oh god, I always freak out every time the hydrant,
Yeah,
the
and this
fire
guy, I mean, unle he shouldn't
he
have to
shouldn't
be
be
doing work
doing
like
this.
this.
None of this.
He
None
should
of
be
this. And he
relaxing.
should have a strap, and it's just horrible.
Yeah, it's
Somebody said, "Sorry to be stupid, but what does OSA mean? Office of Special
Office of
Affairs.
Special Affairs. That's the
And it's the internal justice spy group for the internal members of
it's
Scientology and the
really
outside.
mix. It's where they do fair game. It's where they
Yeah,
conduct all the fair game operations.
yeah.
There's the
Where
security.
they do their when I say where they do their own internal justice, I mean their own, not legal, not legal
Oh, yeah, yeah,
justice.
yeah, totally.
They very much violate the law constantly. Yeah, you see all these Ashley was just going at it. "The number is," and they were, like, running in, like, freaking cockroaches with spray or something. It was just wild. I mean, I see it
I
too
know this
myself.
girl.
Yeah, what's her name?
I
She's kind of Ru isn't she Russian or something? Or no?
No, no, she's American.
Okay. Was
I
she
think
ever
she's no
old?
maybe. I know she's in external communications.
I felt like she
She
had
probably
this
is the
really
one
sweet
that
voice.
goes to the airport to pick up packages and
Yes,
mail and stuff
yes.
for the
You don't remember her name?
I don't remember her name.
Okay.
She's been there a long time, though. And then there was we were gonna show the Descent Center, right?
Mhm.
This is probably that looks like one of the Descent Center or bridge buses. I love how Ashley was, like, yelling at the security guard to help him, and he just
Yeah.
stands there. Security has it's another one of those things where security has such a huge status button, like, they're like, "I'm not gonna."
Ego. That's why I'm always like you yeah, I've definitely told Alexander. I always thought it was his name was Adam, but I've been telling him like you need to check your fucking ego. Your Sea Org security ego is disgusting. Like I just say that shit all the time because
Right.
I'm like, dude, you didn't even you'll open the door for her, but you won't help her up the fucking stairs when she has a walker. What the hell is your actual problem?
Yeah.
Like how like I don't know. And it's also they don't want to, what is it, like, add to the dramatization. You don't wanna add what is it? I forget what it's called, but you don't wanna add to their victim. You wanna, make them be tone 40 about their body.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, here, let me just pull up, Scientology.
So oh, yeah. "Hey, what up, Ashley?" So that guy who was doing the fire hydrant, the hunchback tall guy, he's been
Yeah.
in the Sea Org forever. His name is Hank, just so you know, Ashley. So we could say, "Hey, Hank, there's a beautiful foundation waiting to help you. Would love to give you your own place and life and whatever." That's always I always try to imagine for them what they might think if they were leaving, where would they go? "Oh, well, they did say they said this whole thing that could give me a" you know?
Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second here. Come Earth. That's right. Yeah. Uh, why is it not stupid Google Earth? Okay, let's see. Maps. Okay.
Um,
Oh,
Today's safety
wow.
be weighted by the city's
Okay,
health and
this is
safety or something that they are suddenly bringing in by extinguishers. I know I talked about that on one of my
oh,
streams, I
what
guess.
was that?
Oh, nothing. I was just talking about the fire extinguishers.
Mm.
Like, because I thought like, oh, maybe they're filling them all up and getting all up to fire code because we've been reporting them for all of their misuse of permits and all that shit
Oh,
and
maybe, yeah.
city stuff. So
Maybe.
I was wondering if they, it's just like, certain timing. I mean, obviously they have to get refilled, but maybe they haven't been refilled in 10 years. Who knows? And now they're finally doing it so they don't get, you know, caught by the
Yeah,
city.
yeah. Okay, so if you show my screen again, so this is I managed they dropped me in the middle of the parking lot for the distribution. I don't know
Wow.
how I did that.
That's really good, actually. I also wrote down all the license plates of all the cars, and there was, like, 8 cars in the parking
Oh,
lot
wow.
right in front during the arbitration, and there was, like, all the lawyers, the 4 lawyers,
Yeah.
5 lawyers, Kendrick Moxon, and then the 8 people, the Sea Org members, all that I've said that were all in there. So fucking
So
weird.
you went just to go
I went
to
right in. I was Valerie's only witness on her arbitration. I thought that she was gonna have more, but they didn't approve or whatever. So I was the only one.
Wow.
It was just awesome. Anyways, I went in there in that freaking door or whatever in there, and then there was, yeah, as you said, you walk through the lobby and then there's like a conference room.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of little things, but so we went in there and they were all sitting there like, "Hi," and I was like, "Party time."
Oh my god.
And then I told, Emily Jones, I was like, "Emily Jones," I was like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, I said, "Your parents, your dad really misses you. He'd love to see you."
Did she just ignore you or
She
did she
just
say anything?
smiled like, "Good roads, good weather." I said,
Oh
"Thank you."
my god. So yeah, that's the Decem Center.
So
Uh, so this is where okay, so this is where they make a lot of they make all the promotion. They make like their international Scientology news magazine.
pieces, whatever,
Yeah. Yeah.
promo
They make all
pamphlets,
they make things they make like signage for new organizations and things like that.
and they literally print and make it all here, this
Mhm.
whole factory, so they don't have to deal with anybody really on the outside.
Yeah.
And then I was gonna ask, so do they distribute this to all the orgs across like the world? Do you think this is where they're doing it? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. And then my next one is, do you think that this is kind of a new chunk of what Gold Base was, but they're doing it right here and separating it, like Dave
Yep.
Miscavige is just breaking up what Gold Base was?
It's sort of that, and it's sort of it was stuff that has been being done by the HGB, but they used to use a lot of outside printing facilities. So the
And
things
so
that
they're saving money,
yeah, bring it in house to save money.
which always never fucking works because they're so, it feels like they're just so, crossing and minimizing, cutting corners that it just everything something fails really big and it ends up being like a big flap, which they would have if some printing company done it would.
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's so culty. Like it's very North Korea. Like that's what I was
Oh
saying when I
yeah.
was
Yeah.
protesting. I was like, you're in North Korea, but you're here in America in the Sea Org. You call it the Sea Org, but you are. That's what we say. When I was telling this older Sea Org guy, and I was just like, this is what we're saying when you say you're in a cult. You're just as bad as people in North Korea who are control. There's only certain ways that I can say certain things. Okay.
Yeah.
So then they print from here. And I'm wondering, like, so then this is like where people like on the streets are passing out flyers outside the
Yeah, exactly. This is where
hospital.
all the flyers, all the little booklets and things come from.
And then apparently where they do arbitration.
Yeah.
I don't know why I left it that. It's just bullshit.
Yeah.
They could just make up whatever, and it's like, "Oh, here it is. Plop a building and boom."
That's pretty much true.
Yeah.
But it's a huge facility. Um, let's see. Let's show okay, take me off for 1 second. Let me see if I can find
At Good Buds, they most of the time, they all work for security companies, and the security companies, most of them do. I'm assuming because the security companies wouldn't wanna fuck with that. But they've been hiring no more Danny Dunnigans.
Danny Dunnigan? What's Danny
Yeah.
Dunn Danny
He's a
Dunnigan?
gold-based security guard that has been there for fucking
Oh, yeah.
but he's just met they just don't know the outside world, so they are now hiring private security and private outside security companies, so,
Yeah.
but before they were doing that, it's because the protesters and everybody were, being like, "Security, you got" like, the security guards weren't handling people the way that the legal laws and the outside world laws and things run.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna show a facility that people don't actually know about.
Okay,
So this
good.
is, 599 Bandini Boulevard. So this used to be Bridge Publications, and then it also used to be what became the DeSem Center. So
Are you able to zoom in?
I can zoom in a little bit, I think. Can't
Nice.
see much because they don't have this building labeled because now they use it, it's called compilations. They have they have tons and tons of tables, like, spread out with, like, all of they're doing this whole thing with all of L. Ron Hubbard's everything he ever wrote in sequence. Um, so they're doing all this whole thing, and they don't have it labeled because it's, like, this secret.
And comps, like, they're compiling,
Yeah.
that's why they call it okay, I was
Yeah,
like, "Completed?" I was like, "What is comps again?"
exactly.
Like, and because in qualifications division, they also have comps, like, "Oh, you comped a course." I'm
Oh, yeah, yeah.
weird.
No, this is compilations.
Okay, so
So you
compilation,
can
so they're compiling, all of L. Ron Hubbard's data or whatever?
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. So this
That's
is
what I
so you
mean,
can
it
see the
feels like
cameras,
they're
so they're
shifting over things that were, like, gold basey and
Yeah,
then, like, kind of
yeah,
putting
that's
them in
exactly what they're
different.
doing. That's
Yeah.
exactly what they're doing. So this is so, like, this is a camera, there's a camera up here, there's a camera here. It's like cameras everywhere. And then I went back and I actually found this is wild. Let me see where this is, 1 second. If you go back, because you can go back in time on some of these.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Look,
Cool doing that now.
look at this. These are So this is, uh, right after COVID was a thing. So see how they're 6 feet apart?
Oh
These are
my
field
god.
goals.
Oh my
Isn't that
god.
wild?
Wait,
They're
so
6
did
feet
they have
apart, and they're waiting to go into the building. It's probably for
did you
security.
guys have to be 6 feet apart from each other in the Anthony Building and all that?
I wasn't in LA during COVID. I was in
Oh,
Columbus.
yeah. That's right, that's
And we definitely were supposed to stay 6 feet apart.
wow,
And you'd
that's
have, like you have, like,
wild.
the DSA, the who's the OSA person, she'd be, like, busting people all the time. "You guys are too close. You guys are too close. Put your mask back on." You'll be, like, sitting in your office
Unbelievable.
by yourself.
But
Put
what
your mask back on."
and the buses, they just did the vans, I guess, and all that? That's
I
just
don't know how they did it. I heard it was just a nightmare in LA.
nightmare.
It's, like, really bad. Like, people were kept in quarantine, like, until they got the vaccine and things like that, and it's so weird because it's because Miscavige made all the Sea Org members get the vaccine, but at the same time, there's, like, so much conspiracy stuff within the Sea Org, and so they all think the vaccine is, like, really bad, but they're being
Right.
ordered to get it. It's like it's I don't know, it's such ugh, yeah. I got out before that.
I can't imagine yeah, I can't imagine being if I was, like, in the Sea Org still and all that was going on, I'm just like,
I was
"Wow."
so glad that I wasn't in LA during
Yeah,
COVID. I was like, I'm so glad I was there.
yeah.
Get started.
My god.
Really, really horrible. It was already bad in Columbus. I can't imagine being in LA. Okay, so that's that building. So yeah, if anybody wants to go here and protest, I mean, whatever, they can just sit inside their warehouse and ignore you. But that's so people know that this is a Scientology building. It's absolutely
Yeah.
a Scientology building.
That's 5 what did you say? 5999
599 Bandini
Bandini
Boulevard.
Boulevard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I guess we can do bridges.
Yes. Do you want me to I'll remove
Yeah,
you
bridge
until
publications.
that was funny, Haggis, but can they but can't they just do the touch assist to get the COVID away?
You'd think so, right?
I mean, and that would sound like a L. Ron Hubbard thing
Yeah.
because, you know, he's always contradicting himself, so What would he do with COVID? Oh, but you can't touch, but you can touch. Okay, but you can. I don't know. Just
Okay, so this is okay, so those staff that we saw in the red shirts when I was talking about, Bridge Publication staff.
yes.
So this is that building. Um, goes for, like, a really long ways. It's pretty big. That's just one side. Let me see if I can find the front.
Yeah, Dan, I'm totally down to go. I work tomorrow, but maybe I'm totally down actually to do an adventure, Dan. An official Dan Walks LA going through LA. Just kidding. But to do a little we will need to pack
You're
some
gonna have yeah, field trip.
peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and sit out and enjoy our lives. Oh man. Okay, so what is this? This is
This is Bridge Publications. So this is where they print all of Hubbard's books and
Bridge
also
Publications. And
lectures, put their
are you able
lectures.
to zoom in a little bit on the shed or the shed? It looks like a shed. It looks like a big warehouse. Okay, there we go. Bridge. There we go. And this is in where did you say?
This is at 5600 East Olympic Boulevard.
Okay, cool. And Bridge Publications. So, just so new people watching, Bridge is a not like um, a knockoff company or whatever you want to. What would they call it? An LLC?
Uh,
What do they call these? Like the knockoff
Brooklyn
groups?
Editions Incorporated. I don't know. I guess you say affiliated with. I mean,
Okay,
it's
but
all
either way, they're
Hubbard's.
just it's all Scientology. It's all L. Ron Hubbard stuff. So,
Yeah.
um, these are just part of these random businesses, I'm just gonna call them that, they have Sea Org members on the top of these internal members running the public or, outside Scientologists on, selling or printing or making all this
Oh
happen.
no, this is all staffed by
And
Sierra.
this is all Sea Org, but I'm saying Bridge, the actual company, like, they deal with public. They deal with
Oh,
Scientology
I
public.
see what you're
But
saying.
this is the actual Sea Org, organization
Yeah.
and of that. And it
Yeah.
doesn't Bridge stem from the Bridge of Total Freedom or whatever?
Um,
Or maybe not.
Probably. Yeah. I guess
I
that's
don't
what
know.
they named it after.
But yeah,
Not
so this
sure.
is all Sea Org though. This is
Yeah.
definitely Sea Org. And all of these ones that you've shown are either the birthing where they stay and live.
All
Um,
Sierra members. Yeah.
is all Sea Org members. There's no public. They wouldn't share. People. Somebody was asking earlier. Oh, are there would there ever be like a neighbor in the hallway be a public or a Scientologist like a non-Scientologist?
No.
And I said
Mhm.
not in a Sea Org building. They would never allow any outside connection. That would be like completely out security or whatever.
They might do a tour with somebody like they've done tours before of like, if someone's gonna donate or they wanted somebody to donate a bunch of money, maybe they'll give them a little tour of Bridge and just show like, "Oh, this is where your donations go," type thing, so we can print more this or that, things like that.
Yeah. Cool. Glad we
Let's
got that one
see.
out. We're gonna make a little adventure map.
That's great. That's great. I should send you the I'll email you the addresses so you don't have to look them up again.
Okay, or I can just literally put this stream on. I can just watch the stream,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, next one we'll. Oh, whoops, I forgot. And like, it's getting dark over here.
Exactly. Okay. Well, that's all I got. I just want anybody who knows any of those people or who wants to know about anybody working in any of these buildings, if I can answer questions if I know them. Um,
Yeah, and later you remember things, you can also add them in
mhm.
either of the comments. And if people have questions, you can also um put a timestamp of the video and say when you were talking about this and just put the timestamp and then we will know what we were saying or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Or you can timestamp it if you see somebody or you're a family member of somebody that's has these people in the Sea Org Scientology cult freaking slave organization. they'll be able to spot them and say, "Oh my god, that it looks like my brother at minute mark blah blah blah." So,
Yeah.
um, and you can always email that to Catherine, myself, or pretty much, yeah, anybody you know that
Yeah, and if
you
any
feel.
of the if any of the people that have been doing the protests, Ashley, and there's other people I know, Jessica and Streets and all these people that are doing these LA protest type stuff. If you get videos of staff like this, please let Laura know or email me and let me know because I can, I can name a lot of these people.
Yeah,
And also
and we
let
put
it
it
help.
all in the description below too
Yeah,
in this
and
video.
it helps me go on if you can recognize somebody and say, "Oh, hey, aren't you blah blah blah? Aren't you the guy that does such and such?" And hey, hey, why don't you call your brother in Germany or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Do you by any chance did you see the mustache man, the short white haired mustache man that shoved me on
No,
any of my live streams? Oh shit. Let me
no, I missed
maybe I
that
can
one.
quick can you just wait really quick cuz this would actually be important if you do know he's a public, so I'm not sure if you know him. Let me just look really quick. Um, view my channel. This guy. Could somebody just screenshot quickly and send me a picture of him? Sorry, I should have it, but I have my thing on do not disturb, so I can't get into the thing that I want unless I have a picture. Oh wait, hold on. Anybody can 'cause I need to have his name to I already filed the report, but I it would be good it would be easier to get his name.
Oh, Dan emailed you a picture.
Okay. Damn, don't be so ethical.
Somebody is asking, can any members leave anytime they want? Okay, so this varies. Okay, you can go and to, HR, HCO and go and say like, I want to leave. And they're going to put you on a program and they're going to interrogate you and they're going to make you do, what's called lower conditions and you do amends and you do all sorts of things. They do all sorts of things to try to make you stay. And yeah, they're gonna try to make you stay. And also the higher up you are in the organization, like a lot of these people I showed where I said, "Oh yeah, these people have been in like 20, 25, 30 plus years." It's gonna be a lot harder for them to leave. Like any of those OSA staff, it's gonna be very, very hard for them to leave because what they know
Mhm.
about what's been done to people and what's been done in OSA, it's really, really hard for them to go. Um, and Scientology will make it very hard for them to leave because they don't want things getting out. And it's yeah, it depends on where you are. Like you can go, it's just hard. And it's especially hard when you're in that mindset and you think you're doing the right thing. You think you're, working to make the world a better place and save the planet, it's hard. So you can, and a lot of people have left. People, blow, people route out and which is just like, to go through all the interrogations and everything to be able to go. But it's really hard and they really need a lot of support. They need family support, they need friends, they need some place to go. They need to learn how to write a resume and they need a lot of support in the outside world. And the biggest part is just overcoming your mindset and overcoming the fact that you put so many years into what you think is doing the right thing and now you're just going to leave all that and you're going to leave your friends and you're going to leave people you've known for half a century or a quarter of a century and it's hard to do.
Yeah.
What if members just walk out without saying anything? Yeah, that's pretty much what I did, but it took me a while to get to that point where I'm like, yeah, I'm going and I'm not telling anybody.
But what would also happen if I like how you explain things. What would happen if somebody did just walk out without saying anything? What would happen?
Again, it depends on where they work. Like if an OSA staff member walked out without saying anything, they would go after them. They would try to get them back. They would stay with them and try to persuade them to come back. But with me, it's like I wasn't on any like hot shit post or I didn't like know a lot of internal like I know some internal stuff, but not enough to like really make a problem, a huge legal problem for them necessarily. So it's almost like it's not worth it to go after me. And also I got involved in the Aftermath Foundation right away and they don't want to mess with Mark and Claire. And so
Yeah, and
they
when
don't
they when
necessarily do anything about it.
it feels like when exactly when people from any foundation is helping somebody at that point, it's already like
Yeah.
they know you that
Yeah,
there's
they just
e-
it's just it they're like they just because they know that it's just gonna go whatever they do is gonna be public knowledge. Whatever they do to try to get you back at that point, it's gonna be public knowledge, and it's just gonna look they're just gonna end up looking really bad.
yeah.
Do the steering members work at Bridge still get marked? Yes, yes, they do. And another point, these various organizations in the Sea Org,
This
like
guy really quickly, sorry.
oh, that's the wow. I have no idea who that is.
This is so funny, Dan.
This man harasses peaceful protesters. Wow. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I didn't know a lot of public.
Okay, so yeah, so do the Sea Org that work at Bridge, etc.
Yeah, they definitely do. And another point on like, like the people that work at what at like author services, for example, which is not a regular Church of Scientology. It's like they have to be paid minimum wage at some of these places. And what they do, oh my gosh, is
It's
they
better. You don't know him?
I don't know him.
Okay, yeah, he's a public. That's why.
So what they do is, yeah, they get paid minimum wage, but then they they have to pay for their food. Like they pay back the organization for their food, their rent, they buy their clothes, and they basically make them pay for all this stuff. So it's like they're not really getting minimum wage. They're getting like a very small amount.
Mhm.
Um, but definitely Bridge gets steward pay. I know they do. I'm not sure how they do that exactly illegally. Do you know about the long Andrews and Thornton? No, I don't know what that is.
It's a lawsuit that is willing to help people. Uh, there's a whole video about it, but uh, they're basically people. From what I'm really bad at. I feel like I'm a hypocrite because I haven't done it. I'm still working on like my personal FBI reports and stuff like that, which I'll need
Yeah.
anyways when I do my reports. But um yeah, anyways, we'll get into it. I'll share that. I'm actually gonna share the Andrew and Thornton law firm. I'm gonna share all that information, Amy, on below in this description. But and you'll learn about it too, Catherine. So maybe
Okay,
you'll be
great.
able to actually share your story. Plus there's because you were in so recently, I don't know if you know, there's also another do you know about this lawsuit that just happened where they just won in Kansas, I think it was. Oh my God, I'm probably getting it wrong. But where it was you were basically being forced to do slave labor and work and stuff like that. And they won recently. And it's the
Wow.
same, very recent. And it's the same.
Whose lawsuit was that? Do you know?
I have all the information and I'm gonna attach it all here because I love how you showed me how you could just attach everything into the description. I'm like, oh yeah, that's like, so why wasn't I doing this for everything? But so I'll attach it all and I'll send it to you so you have it. But I will also make it available for people who are interested that are watching this. It'll give you, it's called this. Yes, there you go. I just don't want to say anything to make it more misunderstanding.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it. I get
The
it.
DOJ, the nation.
Okay. Okay, cool. KJ versus the Nation. DOJ versus
Yeah.
Nation of Islam.
So
Wow.
I'll send it. It's out of Kansas, but it's
Okay.
awesome. it's really good because it can help people also take it to a legal thing without having to like go through all the lawsuits. They literally just won something very similar to what's happening,
Wow.
just different.
Cool.
Exactly. Cat
Cool.
lawyers that will take abuse cases, claims, and witness reports.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Okay,
Cool.
cool. Wow, we did so
Yeah,
much.
is
I
there
feel like is
anything
what's
did
that?
any I was just looking at the comments to see if there
Yeah.
was any other questions or anything we could answer. Support illegal immigrants. Scientology has people in charge of immigration, so if they do recruit somebody, like, for the Sea Org or for staff who doesn't have their immigration status, sorted out, they'll help them get that sorted out because they can get, like, a religious worker type visa.
Right, and also, like you said earlier, that tall guy is the one running
Yeah,
and doing all that in internal office of special affairs in
yeah,
Scientology. So
that's right.
they don't want they're very like dirty with their trafficking and all that, but they they cover it up and do things so that you know, they authorities can't come in. But if they just
Yeah,
come in and see what they're doing and what how they're turning paperwork into, made up fucking shit to get
mhm.
people over into Scientology for slave work, literally.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah.
exactly. And another thing they do, and this happened a lot, especially I saw during when they were working on getting staff into SMP, they were, um, pulling people from, like, all over the world for that, and at
Mhm.
the different Scientology places all over the world. But what they would do is like, there was one guy I specifically know, he was a violinist and, but for whatever reason, he, like, didn't qualify for SMP, right? So he gets told, "You're going to LA to do your music," right? To work for Scientology with your music, and he's like, "Oh, cool, so cool." And then and then he gets to LA and he's told, "Oh, sorry, you don't qualify, but you're gonna replace somebody else so that they can go to SMP." So they make him a dishwasher.
Oh
So
my god.
you know, his family is like, "Hey, are you doing your music?" "Oh, no, I'm washing dishes over in LA." And they're like, "What? Why?" But it's like a whole bait and
God.
switch that they do with people being told, "Oh, yeah, you're being promoted to do this such and such thing," and then, "Oh, sorry, they get here and, oh, you're not qualified, so you're gonna replace somebody else so they can go."
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they're like a dish yeah, doing
Yeah,
dishes
then
or
they're
like
just
helping
stuck.
in the galley or like it's setting up tables.
Yeah.
It's just like what the
And then they're just stuck. They're stuck in LA, and they don't have a way to get back.
Well, I don't care how Scientology feels. Why?
But oh, they hate it. They drives them nuts.
Yeah.
They do.
Um, regarding the visa Scientology is exploiting. Yes, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why we do the revoke Scientology's tax exempt status and all of that because they're just using it. It's all just even the permits on the city streets and all that. That's why we call it. And we're saying this isn't to help better the city and to bring the city community together. This is a Scientology recruitment PR event.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So it feels good to be able to fucking finally say that. Okay, do you have any other videos or questions? Does anybody else have any other questions? I guess if you do, you can always ask Kat, specifically if it has a like to do with somebody in the video or somebody you might know or you're a family member.
Yeah, and
Always,
I'll check the comments. This video went to, stream on my channel as well, but I'll also check
yeah.
the comments over on your channel to see if there's anything else anyone wants to know and, try to answer things as I can.
Okay, cool.
This was
Awesome. You're so
awesome.
awesome, Kat. Thank you so much.
You're
And also
welcome. Thank
we'll
you
have
for
more videos so we can always do this again.
Yeah.
When I get my other thing figured out on why I can't share goddamn videos
We'll figure it out.
from the internet. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. All right. Well,
Okay,
thank you guys
cool.
all so much.
Thanks,
Kat, thanks us
everybody.
so much. I'm so proud of your progress and your story
Oh,
on
thank
the
you.
aftermath and all of that. It's awesome.
Thank you.
Um, I do want to thank the Aftermath Foundation as well because they've been getting me some therapy, some sessions and stuff like that. So that's been really helpful.
That's fantastic.
And I just appreciate everybody along the way. We're all learning and loving constantly and learning how to do things better. And I appreciate people that allow that. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, Kat.
You're welcome.
And we'll see each other soon. I'm sure I'll be stacked up in a few days with some videos being like, okay, let's see who this is.
Okay, great.
Let's point out who the executives are here. All right.
Well,
Love
that's
you all.
awesome. Bye.
Learning and loving. Thank you all. Thank you, chat. Bye.